Sports Encyclopedia. We at Steve Kim. Got Trent in the cut. Yeah. Where you at, man? In the gym shooting, I'm Durant. You ain't shooting John Moran. No fucking stupid, we ain't losing. Grind like something to prove it. Came to conclusion that is proven. Yeah, I'm proven with a reliable source. Straight from the mouth of the horse. Smitty and JB and Smitty from West Coast to your side. Worldwide, we in your city. Keep it 150. We never change what's happening. Hurdle and get it cracking. No capping, we never lack it. Light them up, better stay in your lane.
There's only three Lakers that I would not look the other way if I saw the motherfuckers coming. That's Kareem, that's Worthy, and that's Coop. The rest of them damn Lakers, fuck them.
That's bullshit that Robert Parrish said.
Coop, you know I got your back like a backpack, boy. Fuck Robert Parrish. You know he ain't shit. It's all good. You know, fuck the Celtics, all of them.
We see you like shit, you fucking slap dicks. Issues get pressed so past it, don't get sacked like bags and baggage. Smitty and Jason Brown, killed it, yeah, it's a rap. We what the game's been missing, we switched it and filled the gap. Smitty and Jason Brown, we killed it, yeah, it's a rap. We what the game's been missing, we switched it and filled the gap.
To put the fear of God in these motherfuckers!
What up, man? We're in the building. It is a Talk That Talk Tuesday, so talk and I will talk back. Steve Kim joins us. We are in the building live. We're going to break this Ole Miss craziness down today. Plus, we got a bunch of other shit going on. Black Monday has come and gone, and now we are into Terrible Tuesday in the NFL. Will the Jets, Dolphins, Ravens move on or stick it out, as the Bengals seem to have done with Zach Taylor yesterday by keeping him another year along with the Bengals GM? They're going to run it back, they said, for Joe Burrow, Higgins, and Jamar Chase. Will newly open jobs just hire recently fired head coaches is the question. Will these new jobs open up that are right now 4 or 5 available? Will they just retread and hire Raheem Morris, Kevin Stefanski? Or will they go after a John Harbaugh if he comes available and leaves Baltimore? Or will they hire a coordinator that hasn't been a head coach yet looking for their first opportunity? Or will they give another coordinator who's been a head coach another opportunity, as in Cliff Kingsbury, Brian Flores? What happens to guys like John Gruden as he realized that he's probably blackballed and will never coach in the NFL again, as he's getting ready for the Hulu Bowl and the Senior Bowl, coaching that up and over in Hawaii? And what happens to guys like Pete Carroll? Does he keep his name alive and become someone's GM? Because I think we saw that coaching is probably past Pete Carroll, the legend that he is. So much to be determined in a crazy landscape, both college and NFL. Ole Miss has gone from 6 assistant coaches last week beating Georgia to now having 2 assistant coaches facing Miami. What a joke and a mockery this has become. But what do I know? What I do know is it is a Talk That Talk Tuesday, so talk and I will talk back. Our main man, Far East Sider 317, Lamar Jackson loving, AR5 defending, LeBron hairline having, Caitlin Clark jocking, and Phillip Rivers still loving. Big Smitty joins.
Yes, sir. Ain't nothing changed. See, a real fan, we going to rock the logo. We going to rock with the team through the highs and through the lows. A lot of you fair weather fans, y'all only ride with your team when they in the AFC Championship, NFC Championship, they in the Super Bowl, they win 13, 14 games. I'm rocking with my team when we're not even in the playoffs. Good morning, JB, Bailey, Paris, and everybody in the show. We got TJ Too Nasty, D Jones, Black Mountain Creek, D Pours 44, Purple Haze 2026, and Jacob Shoon 6380. It's going to be a loaded show today. I can't wait. I'm excited. I do got to take a number 2 at some point, but I'm going to try to hold it. But other than that, we feeling good. We feeling great. And God is good, boy. Woo!
You have to what on me?
Huh?
You got to take a what?
Nah, I'm saying God is good. I'm excited for this show. We got a loaded show. It's gonna be a good one.
I heard something else. Anyway.
Yeah, audio.
Huh?
Your audio probably messed up.
Well, we got a lot going on, man. It is a Talk That Talk Tuesday. Steve Kim's going to hop in before he gets out of town, heads to Arizona, where he'll meet up with his Miami Hurricanes, Smitty, and as they face Ole Miss. And Ole Miss has 2 fucking coaches returning. Lane Kiffin told the other 4, you cannot return back to Ole Miss because we're paying you. We got a portal to attack, and we have roster to build here in Baton Rouge. And then Ole Miss is like, well, shit, this was the agreement, blah, 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 blah. Now they're worried about tampering, Smitty. We're going to dive into a whole Ole Miss segment. This shit has become ridiculous. But before we did that, show's powered by Underdog Fantasy. Download the app today. Use our promo code CoachJB. Get you $75 on a $5 deposit today. And the proud sponsor of Quote of the Day to get you jump started is Underdog. Smitty, a man who knows his value doesn't beg for a seat. He eats alone if need be.
Ooh, that's a deep message. Where you get that from this morning?
I got some deep ones today for contrary to belief because they're not normal contrary to beliefs or quotes of the day. They're kind of like a statement with a little bit of like macro level thinking that's going to be required to understand them.
Okay.
So hopefully you can elaborate to the audio listeners. You can elaborate to the audio listeners what they actually mean. But quote of the day today is a man who knows his value doesn't beg for a seat. He eats alone if need be. Smitty, I go alone everywhere.
That's too deep, though.
I go alone everywhere damn near. Like I go eat alone all the time. Like I'll go eat. I tell Ruben, meet me. Ruben don't show up because he's got diabetes and he works all the time. He's worked like 334 days out of 370 days.
Well, finally, for a while he was not working. So he
can't even pull up Saturday.
Well, it's what it is.
I told him I pay him.
My homie, he got to work too. He's a firefighter. Like one of my closest homies, he can't pull up. A lot of people can't pull up Saturday.
I told him, Ruben, I pay him. I said, I give you $45 for the day that you make. I was like, fucking pull up. Huh?
Ruben make money out here doing a little blood transfusions and stuff. He make big money out here.
Like $45 a day. I told him I pay him the money to equate his regular day. So anyway.
So you always travel by yourself. So you're basically saying that no one ever values you properly.
No, I don't care if they do. So I just roll with myself because I don't have time to guess and worry about it. You see what I'm saying?
Right. But like the quote says, you don't beg for the seat, but you would hope that sometimes you wouldn't need to beg or ask at all, and people would see you for who you are.
Yeah. That's why I go solo.
Sometimes.
The main reason I go solo is to find a new bitch. Let's be honest. But I'm saying let's be honest. We'll be honest on a real show. Like I go try a new AE.
Got you.
Because new AEs are always fun.
Right.
It's fun just to chase of it.
You had one the other day. I was talking to you, so that was cool.
Anyway, contrary to belief, powered by Underdog Fantasy. Smitty, this one's deep. Macro. Okay. It's crazy how nobody in this world is perfect, yet everyone is so judgmental. Wow. Contrary to belief. Smitty, nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. We're all... Really? You motherfuckers sure be judging me like a motherfucker on social media, boy. Like, it's unbelievable.
Nobody's perfect.
You want to read that again? Because did you even grasp what I just said?
Nah, it's so deep because it's so true. Like, it's almost like Bible type verse, but in a different way. It's crazy how nobody in this world is perfect, yet everyone is so judgmental. Because it's like, what JB's basically trying to tell y'all is, you're not living life right 100% the right way. You're not doing things. You haven't done everything the right way. So how can you go point your finger at somebody else and say, "Oh, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing?" Like, it don't even make sense when you ain't even got your own house ain't clean. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, that's some real deep stuff. I've never met one person who's perfect.
Well, there isn't one. That's the crazy part.
My life.
There's not one.
That's the point.
That's what I'm saying.
Now, again, we understand that there are some things that people can do that are just like outliers. Like, you might be messing around with kids and doing shit like that. Like, you should be judged, in my opinion, for shit like that. But just everyday, just shit, we all waking up every day just trying to do our best. And sometimes we fall short. Yeah, that's all it is at the end of the day.
That's what I'm saying. I don't get it. So, like, I don't get why these motherfuckers keep judging me.
That's deep, mommy. See, the chat don't understand that. Like, this is how we come in all 2026, y'all, with just deeper philosophies behind what we're building and what we're putting together. So I hope you can really embrace this, enjoy this, and understand this at a high level.
Dude said, I smell JB through the screen. Yeah. Your mom stank, motherfucker. Your mom pussy got that shit on it. And you know what your mom smell like. So, of course, you smell it. Dumb fuck. Anyway, Smitty, we got a poll question, and I want to dive right into it on a Talk That Talk Tuesday. What is the best NFL job opening right now? Go. Take your time on this one, but there's a lot of opening based on everything macro. Now, this goes from if there's a GM or no GM, owner, city, climate, weather, history,
bitches,
quarterback,
food,
and your overall roster, obviously, and then what pick you have in the draft. Obviously, these guys are picking somewhere decent or they wouldn't have a head job opening. So those things right there should be basically the criteria. Of course, pussy, especially if you're married, because a lot of them go out and when they go to a new city, they want to fuck stuff new and have a new baby like Stephon Diggs and all this type of shit. So wherever you're at with that is what this kind of criteria is.
I didn't know you was a snitch, but with everything you just said,
I don't think so.
I would go with the Atlanta Falcons.
Really?
To me, they're in a weak division. They literally tied with the people who won the team that won the division, right? They have a lot of talent on that team. I think they got probably the best running back in the league for the next couple years. You know what I'm saying? I think Bijan's going to become the best running back in the league here probably next season, the next few years. We saw Kyle Pitts, come alive this year. They got weapons on the outside. I know they're trying to dealing with a QB, call it a controversy or whatever you want to call it, but they're at least decent at QB in whichever direction they decide to go to. Atlanta's a good city to be in, for business purposes and women. And so for me, and I look at it, I think,
very gay.
Well, I mean, listen, there's gay people everywhere. There's lesbians everywhere. If you live your life every day, worry about where the gay people are at.
They're like super.
That's something you should probably look in the mirror yourself. You know what I'm saying?
They're like super gay and like transphobe, like super trans there. And it's like
JB, everywhere you walk around, it's not like just like homie.
No, they're like bad. They're bad.
We live in LA, so you know what I'm saying.
Atlanta surpassed everything.
Atlanta's like the fucking the top of the top for all the shit you're talking about.
No, Atlanta is now
your city that you love.
No, Atlanta's. I'm trying to tell you because you don't know nothing about anything outside of LA. Atlanta's taking over the whole country. That's what they are now. They're the gayest city. So anyway, yeah, you're making a good point for a lot of things. I think Atlanta's shitty because they have no quarterback.
I mean, which one of these teams got a QB? The Titans do, but the Titans are like at the very beginning of like really rebuilding. They're in a tough division now, which is crazy. But the Colts ain't no slouches. You got the Jags and Texans who are fucking balling right now. So I don't trust the Titans right now. I do like Cam Ward future, but not right now. The Browns, they're just always the Browns. So it's hard for me to even trust the Browns. Plus, I don't want to live in Cleveland. The Browns have never won. The Raiders roster is ass. They ain't got a QB either, respectfully, with Geno.
I don't think Vegas is a football town, to be honest.
I agree with that. The Dolphins, like, ideally, you would think, right? You got the weather. You got the history with Dan Marino.
Taxes.
Taxes.
I can get rid of Tua if I need to. Well, you got to get one. That's what I'm saying. Like, but everything checks a box in Miami. I don't know about Tyreek Hill, but I have other wideouts. I can I can attract anyone to Miami. Now it's high but the taxes offset that. I don't know.
Clean uniforms.
It's crazy to say this for like, if I'm a football guy, a blue blood, and I want to go in and coach hard nose and be who I want to be.
I know what you're going to say.
Giants.
Yeah, I know.
The only way is because I got a running back coming back who's an energetic white boy. I got a white boy QB.
Another white boy.
And the energy they brought when they were healthy, we saw a little bit of, okay.
You're right. Defense damn near good.
D-line, defensively, the draft they had is potentially.
You got neighbors coming back.
You have a neighbor that
you might be on to something.
And to be honest, you got Washington, who was down this year, who I expect to be back and get them going again. Cowboys and the Eagles. If I want to actually be in a division that I can really coach up and be like, all right, black and blue, we got to play these dudes. We got 6 games against these dudes. I just think in the media market they have, you got to be a dude. You got to be a dude, though, to take that job. You got to be a motherfucker that's willing to take the heat. Number 1 media market in the world. You got to be able to take that heat. You got to make sure that Jackson Dart is your guy.
Yep.
And you got to make sure that you got to mix Scatterbo up with a guy, though. I need to go get a game changer still with Scatterbo because Scatterbo's shown who he is. Yeah. I got to go get a guy. I got to go get like a Gibbs type of guy.
You need a brother, basically. That's
a Swift, a Gibbs, a black
running back.
Yeah, a black running back. I mean, yeah. If you want to just go there, I didn't want to be racist on the show.
Yeah, it's the real show.
Scatterbo, like, I like him. Cool dude, great energy, but like he's a guy, mixed up guy. Give him the pound guy.
Stuff, let's go drink beers. Yeah.
Is our main man done in New Orleans? Is he cooked?
Who? Kamara?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good.
I'd go try to get him.
I like Kamara. Kamara. See, people don't talk about him because just the Saints been bad since Drew Brees left. But Kamara consistently every year been damn near solid.
Yeah.
He has some of the best balance.
He led the league in touchdowns.
Any running back. That man, like, you cannot get him down on first contact, no matter what you do.
Yeah. Atlanta seems to be fucked to me. Listen, they're in a shitty division. I get their shitty division. You're either going to lose Kirk Cousins, you're overpaying Kirk Cousins, and Penix, in my opinion, is not ready. He's had too many fucking injuries. He just got it again. I don't know if I'm dependent on Michael Penix to be my guy. And if I got to depend on a $160 million older guy that just won me 4 games in a row, if I would have started him earlier, we'd probably be in the playoffs.
Right, that's my point.
I don't know. Rumors I heard, though, yesterday was that Rex Ryan will possibly be the new DC in Dallas.
Rex Ryan?
Yeah. So that's going to be interesting.
I like Rex. I like Rex.
Yeah.
Boss.
Oh, shit. I did not even know this.
Hold on, what?
So I didn't even know this. I figured this had to happen if Rex Ryan. So look, now I'm really confident that Rex Ryan will be the DC.
Was this? Damn, I didn't know this happened either. I wasn't on.
This is breaking news like 10 minutes ago. FYI.
Oh, it just happened. Oh, okay. Dallas Cowboys fired defensive coordinator Matt Eberflus. Cowboys now will be going on their 4th different defensive coordinator in 4 seasons. Wow, perfect timing.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's who I heard it from. It's going to be interesting. Rex Ryan back in the fold.
He deserves. He's football, man.
I think guys are taking these guys like. Either show us you can still do it before we give you a head job and let you back in the circle. Yeah. As in Rex Ryan. As Brian Flores just did it, but I don't know if they're going to blackball him or keep him out or what are they going to do. I think he's probably going to be the highest paid assistant because I don't know if they're going to I'm worried they're going to blackball the dude.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he'll get a head job. That's what's crazy. I think they're going to.
He sued the league, so it's kind of hard to like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think they're going to fucking retread this thing. I think Raheem Morris will be the Titans head coach. I think he interviewed yesterday already. So like these guys are just going to retread, in my opinion, and that's what they're going to do.
I like Raheem. The players like him. I think he's a motivator, former player. You know what I mean?
Brother QB. If you got to worry about,
that's real talk though. That's real talk.
I'm not sold on Cam Ward, but I
really,
get it. I'm not sold on him, but we'll see.
I don't know. He's shown me like a lot of flashes this year.
He showed promise, but
he did. He showed promise, and I like his demeanor. I think he's mature. I don't know. I think it's gonna take some years. Titans fans gotta be patient. I think it's gonna take at least 3 years before you really start being like, oh shoot, okay. But I think
I'll be honest. Let's talk about that real quick before we dive into the topic. The coaches are getting fired way too. They're even accelerating their they're accelerating the firing and hiring process more than they ever have.
Yeah, they are.
And now it's becoming ridiculous. Now you're not going to get anything out of anybody if you're firing dudes in 1 year. Because who wants to take the job after you fire guys back to back years? The Raiders have had 15 coaches in the last 30 years.
That's insane.
Do the math. That's fucking ridiculous.
The most coaches of any franchise in that time frame. I saw that post. That's crazy.
So you got the Raiders who've had 15 coaches in 30 years. I got to look at myself. Now, listen, the Pops passed away, and the son has it, and he's actually done worse job. Smitty, I don't know if you can continue to fire guys and just keep thinking you're going to find the guy after year after year after year. And then who wants to take that job if they're firing guys every year? Like, who wants to take that job? I'd rather take a coordinator job if I'm worried about getting fired in 1 year for the Raiders. You've given me the roster, so I have to inherit the roster. Not like I can go get transfer portal cats. I've got that roster. I've been stuck in Vegas, for instance. I got the number one pick. Cool. If you're going to fire a guy and expect him to make the number one pick, you might as well keep Pete Carroll for another year since he got you the number one pick. Like, the shit don't make no sense. Yeah. So that's where I'm at. And these guys, we're seeing it all over the time. Even from a Gerard Mayo, like everybody, a 1 year fire to me, unless it is a complete, like, we don't know behind the scenes, a fuck fest in the offices. like we're having literally a Sharon Moore type of.
So literally a fest. They literally back there.
I'm just saying, like, misappropriation of shit, and we got shit. Nobody's working, and I walk in, nobody's there. Like shit, weird shit. Then yeah.
Right.
But like every year, there's coaches that gets doing it fast. They're trying to be part of the Joneses and keep up with the Joneses, and thinking that they're going to be the next, find the next Vrabel hire.
That's the problem too, because like. We have examples where coaches have been able to just get things turned around like this. So now every GM, every team, every owner is like, that's what I want. It's like, yeah, but that's not necessarily like always realistic. I mean, kudos to Vrabel, kudos to Ben Johnson, kudos to Duval. Like that, we got examples. Like it can happen, but a lot of times, man, especially if you're getting like a young QB, like a Cam Ward or whatever, like you're gonna need some time to like let that develop. And like it's common sense to us as football guys, but like you have to know that it takes time. So I don't know, but what I do know is we're gonna keep flowing with this rundown, man, and talk about my team. Coach, owner, and CEO Carly Irsay Gordon sent a strong message to GM Chris Ballard and head coach Shane Steichen after announcing they will return for the 2026 season after our collapse. The second half of this year. There's a video here. We're going to play some of it. Check it out.
I've been very clear with Chris and Shane that giving them another opportunity means that the sense of urgency for them to deliver and perform has never been higher. Chris and Shane are both capable of facing this challenge head on and finding a way to achieve the results that our fans deserve.
I believe it.
Hold on, let me hear it again. I didn't listen to anything the first time. Let me hear it again.
We have been very clear with Chris and Shane that giving them another opportunity means that the sense.
Let me rewind it.
What you doing, Ollie?
I can't listen. It's hard to listen to a female talk about football. So I'm so
she's talking about no.
I'm so ADHD.
She's a boss. Talking about keeping certain employees on her team.
I don't know what she is, but I get what you're saying. Whatever you say, I get what you're saying. Whatever you say, I don't even know what you're saying.
Bosses listen to other bosses.
I'm so ADHD that
I
was just thinking about like butt fucking this bitch on my boat while she was talking, and I was like, let me try to focus. It's hard to focus. I lose my shit. But let me hold on.
That's a
we
you
have been
problem.
Very clear with Chris and Shane that giving them another opportunity.
Fuck. Let me rewind it. God damn it. I'm tripping, homie. I was thinking about cooking this cowboy steak, and I was like, what the fuck am I looking at? And then I lose focus, Smitty. Fairness to me. I'm sorry. I lose focus when I hear females talk football. So I have to like think about other shit. And then my mind goes, hold on. Sorry. I'm apologizing to you. First time. Listen, take a listen.
We have been very clear with Chris and Shane that giving them another opportunity means that
fuck. I thought about this fucking bitch with these fat thighs that I was eating sushi off of last night. It was a trip. I can't do it.
The disrespect that you bring into my owner of our team, somebody who's walked with class.
Well, I'm just saying.
Who's shown her not just love for the team, but her care for the team after her father's passing is just unbelievable right now. The fact that she has 2 breasts and a vagina and you can't even have the maturity, emotional maturity to sit back and listen to a 30-second video.
Listen, I know.
It's a lot about you as a man and not about her as a team owner.
It's a shortcoming. I admit it. I'm admitted to you. It's a shortcoming of mine. I don't know what to tell you, Smitty. I'm admitting it. You're right. It's a shortcoming of mine. It's just hard to watch. Like, first of all, the hair and the face. It just is hard for me to watch her discuss as she reads off a card, which is not off the top of her heart because she doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about. So she's reading a card that she had her people write up. So that's why
she wrote it.
Yeah, but you didn't, because see, the problem is where your misconception goes is if she wrote it, she wouldn't need to read it.
She wrote
it. See, that's a bar that you don't understand.
I do understand the bar. If you wrote it,
need to read it.
Then you don't need to read it verbatim.
Yeah.
But everybody's not great at public speaking like you and I.
She's
Talking is harder than what you think. So sometimes
she's the owner and the boss.
Sometimes you got to write shit down.
How many times can she be the owner, the boss, the leader, and all this shit?
Yeah, but you want to make sure as the bossy owner that you don't fumble with your words, you don't say nothing wrong. Because in today's media and social media, every word matters. That's why I always tell you, watch what you say. We got a big platform, but you don't watch what you say. You say whatever. You say shit about butt fucking and all type of shit. She's the owner. She can't just say whatever and just let it go. So she wants to be very clear and make sure she's very direct in every line that she says because she has to be. Ain't nothing wrong with that, homie. You ain't never been no boss, so you don't know.
Are you transformational? Is that what they call it?
I don't define that. I mean, I don't know what that means. I mean, I am somebody who comes in and I impact and transform environments. I have transformed this show from 200 views live to 3,500 views live. I've transformed the organization. When I joined the show, you were just talking for 3 hours with no structure. Now we have a rundown. Now we have a team. So yes, I have transformed things, but I don't know if that's what you're saying. So please open up and tell me more.
Because
don't lie.
Because there's no way that you wanted a female to be your leader in football, a gladiator sport. Just like we don't want a female to lead us to war and be like, let's go, guys, attack.
I want to win in everything I do.
What are we doing?
Win, Jason.
What are we doing? 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 Come on, homie. What are we doing?
I just want to win.
You just sounding very feminine coming off like this.
I just want to win, though. Whoever the owner is, if it's you, if it's
you want to win, so you want a woman to lead you. I want to win, so I want a woman. Women who can't lead it. Women can't be cops. Proven. Women can't fucking lead football or coach it. Proven.
Let me off the screen.
Women can't lead shit. They inherit shit.
I disagree with all this, Paris. Keep this in here. If you post this, Paris, keep this line in here that Darnell Smith disagrees with all this shit that he's saying right now.
We know you do. That's why I'm asking you the question.
Fans don't know that.
Duh. That's why I'm asking you the question. You want to be led by a woman. You want to be led by a woman. You just said it, right? For clarity. Here's what you want. You want that. And you want to win. You want... What the fuck woman has ever won, homie?
What are you talking about, homie?
Stop talking
Jenny
like
Buss
that.
in your fucking backyard.
You're our men.
Duh. Jenny Buss. Duh.
You want to win.
Jenny Buss in your backyard.
I want to win.
Jenny Buss.
Show me a woman that's won, homie.
I fucking said the name 30 times. He said no.
Jenny Buss
is in your backyard, and she's won a fucking championship.
The gayness seeps out. The gayness for fucking a woman that wants to coach football. The fact that you want a woman in football shows me a lot.
My wife know I ain't gay.
That's fine. That's good.
All you single cats in here who claim y'all getting bitches, I wonder what y'all really doing at home. All the people in the chat saying y'all doing all this and that. My wife know I ain't gay. I come home every single day. to a real woman. I don't know what y'all doing. Y'all popping lotion bottles and oil and say y'all getting big. Ain't y'all getting big. JB ain't got no hoes. Don't let no fucking fool you. JB ain't got no bitches, y'all. He get no pussy like that. This motherfucker 50 years old. He got two chicks. He ain't getting no bitches for real. He's fooling y'all. Them are jokes. If anybody's gay on the screen,
so you defend women in football. You know there's no alpha male in the world, right, that thinks you're correct. I just want to make sure we're clear.
Bailey, can you pull up the quote of the day real quick again, please, when you get a chance? Quote of the day: a man who knows his value doesn't beg for a seat. He eats alone if need be. And I'm eating alone every fucking day. I don't need no validation from you, from the chat, from anybody. I'm going to stand 10 toes to the day I die. Like Jesus did. Jesus said, I'm the son of God. They put him in court. They held him down. He said, I'm the son of God. And they crucified him for it. But just like Jesus, he rose. I'm a rise every time. I'm going to stand up every time, Jason.
Anyone that the fuck happened? Anyone that agrees with Smitty is gay. I'm just throwing that out there. It's very simple. It's very simple. It's like a very, very simple. Smitty must have stood up, and something happened. Whoever agrees with Smitty is literally gay. I'm be honest. So, anyone out there, see, Smitty's on the show. He can have a take. All you that agree with him are gay. So I'm just throwing that out.
My camera came out with my passion.
I knew something. I knew you did something probably. But anyway, great passionate take about female coaches and leaders. Anyway, has there been a female leader of men and successful in the world? Go.
The Lakers. If you're not a member of this chat, stop commenting. Only members can call us gay. If you're not a member and you call us gay, you're about to get blocked. So you got 5 minutes to become green. If I see that and you're not green, you're blocked.
Rio, stop. Rio, you have a gay quarterback. Literally.
What did Rio say?
Like he said, I'm gay B. I said, I get it. Which
I ain't a lot of that is like a good like hold on, be real. Like, because you are a real one. If you wasn't JB, right, and you were just somebody else, that is a cool little jab though. Like it's kind of
it's not. It's not. You know why?
JB?
No, you know why it's not?
Why?
Because he just took my gay love creation.
Yeah.
So it's not like he created it. Like if he created it, it'd be cool. But like no.
But it do like it sounds like real simple like JB.
Well, yeah, you could because you got the like JB. Now you got this recipe. I gave you a recipe and then you just took it and massaged it. You see what I mean?
Like JB.
Yeah.
Hey, JB.
I get it. It's like saying Darnell.
JB. Nah, I don't. See, it don't work. It don't work. JB works perfectly.
Like Schmitty.
How you say it?
Schmitty.
Why they say it with so much like spit? Like
I don't know. Matt does. I don't know why Matt does it. Schmitty.
Matt doesn't like natural like that too. Hey Schmitty. Yeah. Like he ain't even trying. It just happened that way.
But you want to be led by women, so we got that out the way. Go.
Well, great topic, man, to start things off, man. Let's move to a friend of the show, Cam Newton. Cam Newton, man, broke down the playoff field and sees mostly game managers, he says, at the QB position.
Whoa,
talking about Drake May, Bo Nix, and Trevor Lawrence.
What? Wait. What'd you say?
Cam Newton was breaking down like the playoff field, the playoff picture, the way he sees it. And he's saying that as of right now, he sees mostly game managers at the QB position. And he started listing guys like Drake May,
I must be hearing you wrong. I'm hearing you wrong. Sorry.
Okay, my fault.
He sees mostly gay managers.
No, bro. Can you stop saying that word today?
I mean, you said it twice. I asked you twice, and you said the same thing twice.
Game Manager.
Okay, everybody in the chat. If you clip it and listen to yourself, I promise you.
I talk fast.
Well, it ain't. You didn't say game manager.
All right, let me start slowing things down. Cam Newton broke down the playoff field and said that he sees mostly game managers at the QB position. Take a look.
Game manager.
Josh Allen.
Game changer.
Drake May.
You don't like Drake May.
Game manager.
Trevor Lawrence.
Manager.
Aaron Rodgers.
Game manager.
CJ Stroud.
Game manager.
Justin Herbert.
Game manager.
Matthew Stafford.
Game changer for sure.
Sam Darnold.
Game manager.
Caleb Williams.
Manager.
Jalen Hurts.
Game manager.
Bryce Young.
Game manager.
Jordan Love.
Game manager.
Brock Purdy.
It's gonna hurt a lot of people's feelings, but game manager.
Factor cap.
I'm 1,000% agreeing with every single one of them.
Even Drake May,
Yeah.
who's in the MVP conversation,
Yeah.
who took a team that was like 4-13 last year and now flipped it to be one of the best workers in the league.
Yeah.
And you don't think there's any bias at all, understanding that Drake May and Cam, they ain't got no beef, but they got a little back and forth this year?
No.
So you think Drake May is a game manager?
Yeah.
You think Sam Darnold, your guy, is a game manager?
Yeah.
You think Aaron Rodgers, Super Bowl Hall of Famer guy who you said is the MVP of the Pittsburgh Steelers, you said it yesterday, is a game manager?
At 41, but fuck all that. This is our shit that they took. Just FYI. Don't give them a pass. Don't give Cam a pass. Cam, you know you stole our shit and you changed the name and put it on your show. Let's keep it all the way funky, homeboy. Let's keep it funky, homeboy. Said you want to come at me about the quarter shit. Make sure you and your little co-host, nobody over there. I don't even know who the motherfucker is. You
Don't
take
disrespect
shots.
Buddy like that. Buddy out there doing his thing.
Buddy tells you he's a nobody. See, when people say
I ain't
buddy,
calling the brother nobody.
when people say buddy, he's a nobody.
Just because I forgot his name, I mean, I'm not good with names.
Exactly. Because if you knew him, you would call him by his name.
I know
God
this
damn.
show.
I'm dropping bars today. Like, it's unbelievable. You give me lob like a motherfucker. Lob. Here's the thing. You know, he took our shit and he ran with it and he flipped the name of it. Game manager. I agree with him 100%. That's the crazy part about it. So it doesn't matter. I'm talking about more of the game that he stole for our show.
What do we call this game?
Let me ask you this.
Yep.
Why aren't you talking about Drake May, who I like? I think he's transcending. He's moving up, moving on up. But he's still, my eyes work. I see what he does. Bo Nix was a guy not mentioned. What's Bo Nix then? Because they are the 1 seed. You can't sit here and tell me Drake May did all this shit and he's in the MVP conversation, but then sit there and not talk about Bo Nix, who has the best record.
My eyes work, like you said. Also, the Broncos' defense is phenomenal.
So, I mean, that's what I'm saying. But guess what? They had a much harder conference this year. And
the Bills fucking won, 12, 13? Like, that was, I don't know, homie.
Well, I'm just saying, going into the season, the AFC West.
Chiefs is ass. Raiders is ass.
The AFC West has put 3 teams in the
Cardinals
playoffs.
had injuries every week.
No. But we didn't know all that. We didn't know all that. Let's keep it what it is.
About what we thought going in. I want to know what the real.
No. You have to know what I'm talking about. You go into the season, you don't sit there and say, "Oh, the Chiefs are going to be out of the playoffs." Did you?
Yeah, you did. I think you did.
I'm saying the casual fan going into a season, is the AFC West better than the AFC East? Yes or no?
Coming into the season as a casual fan, you would have said yes.
Everyone says yes. The only thought was we didn't even know. We thought Pete Carroll's will get the Raiders 10 win. If that was the truth, then fuck, all 4 teams have gotten the playoffs. Last year, the AFC West had 3 teams that make the playoffs. The Miami Dolphins are fucking horrible. Can't win on the road. The Patriots last year were ass, 3 wins. And the Jets are... So, like, going in, we already knew the AFC East is asshole. So, like, let's be honest here. Going in, you couldn't say, oh, fuck, Bo Nix is going to be the number 1 seed with a bye sitting in Mile High, homie. Stop. No, you didn't. Nobody said that. but he's a game manager. Bo Nix is a game manager.
Game. Gotcha.
But there's no difference in him and Drake May.
Stop.
Let's be honest. Diggs, Sutton, go.
I don't know.
See? It's the same. That's what I'm pointing out. You go through the roster. It's the same.
I'm saying the results of the quarterback, though, like watching the play of the quarterback, though, like your eyes work, homie.
I mean, it don't matter.
Both.
They both won. It don't matter. My point is they're game managers, though. They're not fucking sitting out. Look at the difference between Matthew Stafford and Drake May, stat-wise. And everyone's talking about Drake May is in the conversation. Just look at the stat difference. Just the stat.
This, though. Why is Drake May in the conversation and Bo Nix is not?
Because they went from 3 wins to 13.
That's the only reason.
Denver was a playoff team last year in Bo Nix's rookie year, by the way, which I would give Bo Nix the upper hand just because he's been to the playoffs twice and he's the same draft class, homie. Like, if you really want to break it down, that's really what it comes down to, because Denver didn't go from 3 to 13. Denver was already relevant in the playoffs after getting rid of Russell Wilson. I don't
think that's the reason, because because Matthew Stafford, who's about to win the MVP, was on a Rams team who's always been at the top. So I don't think they give a fuck about the road travel when it comes to now most improved, of course, not for MVP. They don't care about that.
Yeah, but
you see what I'm saying? Like
you're not missing the.
They
you're
care
not
about what
Stafford.
you did this season, and I'm saying Bo Nix not even in the conversation for MVP.
Yeah, but we're just talking about game manager.
In the conversation,
we're talking about game manager.
Drake May had a way better season than Bo Nix.
But you're not. I know you're not putting Matthew Stafford in game manager scenarios with Bo Nix and fucking Drake May.
Of course not, dog.
Well, I don't even know why you're mentioning it.
Why do you even say that, though?
Well, because you just said it. What do you mean?
You say that?
Because you got the chat discussing Stafford with Drake May and Bo Nix. That's why.
Because I can't. It's not my fault that you guys aren't smart. I can't control that.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't. I think you missed the whole point of the whole conversation. Like, you've actually just skipped over the whole conversation. All I'm saying is he didn't mention Bo Nix. Bo Nix, I would say, as the 1 seed, is also a game manager. So if he is, then I'm going to put Drake May as a game manager. That was my whole point.
I'm just saying Drake May, in my opinion, and Bo Nix are different. That's all I'm saying.
That's fine. Everyone has an opinion. All I'm saying is, and listen, I'm not going to sit here and if you just threw it back at me and said Drake May or Bo Nix start a team right now, I'm probably going Drake May.
I know you are. I know probably you are.
Yeah.
Quarterback play. Okay.
But what I'm saying is he's still not a game changer.
Bullshit.
Drake May's not a game changer at this point. That's what I'm telling you. But anyway, they stole our segment. It should be the number 1 part of this conversation. But go ahead.
Which segment is that, though?
Bus driver, bus rider. We've had that. Factor cap. We do that. We play all these games. You know how many games we've played that like this? We just changed the name.
But I'm gonna be real with you though. Like this or that is the foundation of what our games are, and we changed it to different things. But like this or that has been something that's been out forever. We didn't invent this or that. And I'm sorry, I'm a realist. So
what's this or that?
When you saw black people shit versus white people shit, that's literally like. That's a steal. That's like directly. I'm not gonna. Cam ain't. They ain't a steal. That wasn't a steal, homie. People been talking about game managers for years. Fucking Charles Barkley with the bus driver. Like they've been talking about shit for years. I don't. We had a segment on this show. Will or won't. Remember we did best but worst. Some of you guys don't. Remember we did good, bad, and ugly. Remember we did dying, dead, or buried. Remember we do all those different stuff. Some of you guys will notice a lot of JV's like segments that he create. He's good at it. Number 1, but number 2, a lot of times it's like boom or bang, bang or boom. Yeah, ding everything. Well, everything in life is that way. I know. I'm not saying it's wrong. It's just funny. Like I put it in pussy, put it in ass. Like it's all one or the other. It's not everything about life's one or the other. Kobe, LeBron, Jordan, like everything's barbershop banter is what. My bitch, your bitch, blah, 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 blah. That's all it is. So, but what I'm saying is nobody on a show has discussed like QBs in specific or shit like that other than us. So anyway, I'll stand on my business. Huh? Are you just trolling people who took shots at you about quarters coverage? Well, speaking of quarters coverage, it's crazy. It's still going around. No, it ain't. Kurt Warner
is taking shots at me live on TV. But there's a guy, a random fan, take a video. I don't know. I gave it to Bailey, but take a look at this.
When you look at the NFC, all of the three teams.
Dumbass stutter. Make him a sandwich and don't talk about football. You don't know how to beat cover 4, bitch.
This is so cool.
I'm actually glad we saw that though.
People,
now you're able to see.
Huh?
I'm glad we saw that clip because this kind of points out my point that you could start a riot. Like what you say on here matters, and like it truly changes how people treat other people. So just understand you have that power. God is giving you that gift. Don't take it for granted and don't misuse it. That's my message for you.
Only thing he mistakenly said was 4 versus quarters is the difference. But he's a casual fan, so I get it. But like he said, cover 4. So anyway, that's what Kurt Warner can't get through his head for some reason. Like Kurt Warner can't figure that out either. Had a discussion about Kurt Warner with someone else that you know that you got to meet. And anyway, let's keep going.
Before we go to our first commercial break, I do want to bring up one of your former kids, your former players, Germaine Johnson, who was asked about Aaron Glenn's comments that the Jet season was on
Germaine last night.
Germaine last night. Blame.
Germaine last night. Shout out.
All right, let's check it out.
So that's what he told you guys. I'm just kind of curious what your reaction was to that message.
Honestly, and I hope y'all don't quote this wrong, but this has definitely been the worst season I've been a part of as a team. And key word apart. I got my hands in it. My hands are bloody. Everybody's hands are bloody in this. So for him to say that's on him, I don't fully agree. I think everybody's hands are dirty, and I know the character of the men. We're definitely going to remember this feeling and not let it happen again.
What are your thoughts? It's your guy, it's your player. I'm gonna let you speak on it.
I gotta hear your thoughts first. What do you think he's saying about? Since you're neutral, you don't know either guy. What's your take?
I think he's just a respectable young man who's trying to respect the person who is the leader of the team right now. But deep down inside, internally, I think he's saying like, "Nah, this motherfucker's shitty." Nah, because like even when he said he used a very specific word, he said basically he was like I don't fully agree. Is what he said. And
so what is he talking about? Because I don't know the context.
Aaron taking the blame. He said, I don't fully agree, which means you partially agree.
What is the context? Apparently Aaron Glenn has said like a lot of people haven't bloodied their hands.
Well, I don't know the exact quote, but I think basically in a nutshell, Aaron Glenn was saying that like he's at fault for this Jet season. Like he's the blame for this shitty season. So Germaine is basically just saying that like, all our hands are bloodied as players. Like we was out there too. So he said, I don't fully like it ain't all on you is what he's trying to say.
I'm just glad he took our last season off me as being shittiest.
I don't think he did. When I talked to him, that's not the kind of conversation we had.
I'm saying I'm just glad he took our last 2-8 season off of the worst season of his career and even put it on this new season.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess with that being said, we're gonna go to a nice 5-minute break. I'm going here and go to the bathroom, handle my business, wash my face, take a piss, take a knee, thank the man, and get back to the money. See you in a few minutes.
Hey, well, fuck it. I'll go home tonight. I'll drink my yak and smoke my stick, and I'll get it back cracking. Owner, you're Woody Johnson, the baby oil owner.
Don't ask me this question.
Do you fire Aaron Glenn today? Yes or no? Go.
Today?
Not tomorrow. Yeah. Hey, if you got a real show, homie, let's keep it real.
Well, before I answer that, let me read the stat real quick. The Jets just completed a 17-game NFL season without recording a single defensive interception. They're the first team in NFL history to go a full season without a defensive interception. I saw a stat that said,
Excuse me.
Go ahead, Jason. Go ahead, Jason.
What did this guy play?
DB.
What was he? How did he get hired here?
corner, got drafted by the Jets.
What? How did he get this job? What was he?
I'm sorry, defensive coordinator for the Lions.
And who didn't have anything on defense?
All quarterbacks that played against the Jets, their combined stats was 36 passing touchdowns, 0 interceptions. They went 14-3 against them. Combined.
Can I give you another stat?
Yes, please.
The last 5 games, they got beat by 23 or more points. All-time record. Again, let's stop. Come on, homie.
I just
listen. I know you want to, in the core of you, you want to defend this brother. I know it. I get it. And Ryan Clark and everybody wants to, but at the same time, Ryan Clark set y'all up for failure. Because, see, Ryan Clark came out years ago when Anthony Lynn was the head coach of the Chargers, a friend of mine, and I thought did a hell of a job. And Ryan Clark came out and advocated for his firing. And then I said, hold on.
I don't want to be that guy.
I get it. So I came out and I was like, hold on, Ryan. You pro-black Freddie Mac, and you are advocating for a brother to be fired, but then go out and say we don't have enough brothers head coaches? Make it make sense, homie. So what's happened now is Gerard Mayo's of the world, coach 1 year in New England, got fired.
I know.
So at the end of the day, I know in your core you want to do it, but then your eyes work. You saw what we saw. You read the stats we just read. You saw yesterday's game, last game of the year. Let me ask you the difference between this brother and a brother after 2 years, Raheem Morris, who had his team fighting and clawing and winning the last 4 games, who wanted to play last night. What is the difference, homie? Guess what? The fight, the dog, those players wanted to play for him. I ain't seen nobody come out and say, oh, keep Aaron Glenn. I saw everybody come out and say, why are you firing my boy? So Raheem or Eric Weddle's hot today. He's going to be on the show. That's his boy.
I'm hot too.
You didn't allow him to use or have a chance to play Kirk Cousins when you paid him $160 million. You were forced to play Michael Penix when he was not ready, just like J.J. McCarthy in Minnesota. How did that work out? Guess what happened? When you put Kirk Cousins in, how many games did you win in a row?
I don't know.
4. The last 4. That's what's crazy about it. You're telling me if Kirk Cousins don't play earlier in this year, they're not a playoff team, homie? Stop. Keep it funky. They're a playoff team with Kirk Cousins if you put him in 3 games earlier, homie. They probably go 2-1 in that split. 6 out of the last 7. They're a playoff team today.
Like a 1 game. I think they got the same record as
they all got the same record. They all got the same record in the shitty NFC South. So if you fire this brother right here after 2 years, after you grabbed a quarterback in the first round and everybody was up in arms and you had Kirk Cousins you just paid $160 million to, fire the GM's one thing. But fire the coach who just got this team buying in is asinine to me. This is another step back for a failure organization like Atlanta Falcons who haven't recovered since the debacle in New England. And I believe they're hiring Matt. They're going to hire Matt. What's the name today?
Oh,
Matt Ryan.
Oh, okay.
They're probably going to hire Matt Ryan in some upper role in administration. And you have to fire Aaron Glenn if you did this to him. Like,
but
that's
listen, though, I understand your concept, but again, each team is its own business. Like, you're talking like there's one decision maker for all 32 teams. And if you fire this, if that was the case, I'd be with you. But everybody can make their own move. I agree with you. That was the bad move, in my opinion. That team is fighting. That team, literally, you tied with the division winner. So how you gonna fire the head coach when they tied and you got the team fighting for you? I'm with you. By the way, shout out to defensive line coach in Atlanta, Nate Ollie. That's my brother. That was my vet at Ball State. Played through technique. They had a single season franchise sack record this year for most sacks in a single season in Atlanta franchise history. So shout out to him. Listen, man, my only fight for Aaron Glenn is that they made those trades earlier this year, kind of cleaned out house, and they have a ton of fucking picks, a ton of first round picks. I'm just curious. I don't know. I'm just curious to know what he'll do with those picks. That's the only.
We are back in the building. Pound that like. Baby, throw this in right there of my man Cam. And send AJ a link in case. I don't know if you got that. See if he pops up. Steve Kim will join us. 1 second. Look, Callie outside. We're in the building. Steve Kim's going to join us here. Possibly AJ McCarron on a Tuesday. Cam Newton just said some crazy shit on ESPN. And I wanted to make sure I caught it real quick. My goodness. This is getting ridiculous. It's getting fucking ridiculous. Take a look at this.
Yes. And I'm going to tell you why. This is what was told to me early in my career. A quarterback is only as good as his kicker. And now when you start to unpack, a quarterback is only as good as his kicker. When you start to see certain quarterbacks get us in position, you do all the heroics, you get us to that point, and you miss the field goal, all that's for naught. When you start to also realize, like, yo, we're waiting for Lamar Jackson to come show up. We're waiting for Lamar Jackson to come show up. Don't lose it. Oh, now he takes over a game by making plays or extending the plays, and guys around him starts to make plays around him. The Isaiah Likely catch was absolutely ridiculous. Mm-hmm. When you start to see Zay Flowers, absolutely ridiculous. Then, defense, I need you, baby.
Let me rewind if you missed this.
And I'm going to tell you why. This is what was told to me early in my career. A quarterback is only as good as his kicker.
He's telling you what he was told. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be mad at motherfuckers. Like, his coach told him that. What did you tell your quarterback, JB?
That the kicker's an idiot. Don't ever depend on the motherfucking kicker to win you a game, like Peyton Manning did. What the fuck are you talking about, homie? But fuck all that.
Vinatieri won a lot of games for Brady and Peyton Manning.
But fuck all that. What the fuck is this motherfucker wearing?
You get us to that point, and you miss the field goal.
Who, Ryan or Cam?
This motherfucker right here. I thought Christmas was over.
I think he's wearing his own like custom stuff. I'm not sure if he has his own suit line or he just put his own branding on it. But you see.
So last night at Legend, we went to Legends yesterday without you to make sure everything was right. Without you, of course, I did it. And
why he saying without me? We heard it the first time.
Huh?
You keep saying without me.
And they had ESPN on the big screen at Legends, and this motherfucker wore the same thing, but he was in front of 2 Christmas trees. My boy Daybone was like, "Fuck, Christmas over. I mean, New Year's is even past." Motherfucker had Christmas trees in a red suit like fucking Santa.
Well, you can see the background. They still got the deer and the Christmas stuff, the holiday stuff up. So this is probably the last week. So after this week, they'll probably do the set, the stage, and make it back to neutral.
That's crazy. The dude last night that said it worked at Fox with you, he was like, usually that shit's done right after we change it seasonally. Right after, he's like, it's crazy.
Respectfully, you can listen to what I say. I don't know who this other.
Well, this guy actually sets up the stages.
Keep saying Fox. Like I don't like that means nothing. Like
he was way bigger than you. Fox?
It's funny. I don't know. It's funny when you bring up this random cat. You use Fox as the credibility, but your co-host worked there for almost a decade. I get no credibility.
No, I give you credibility, but he was actually a bigger name than you because he set up the studio.
But I was on camera. I was on TV.
You just worked in it. You just did this with your phone. He actually set everything up.
I was on TV.
Yeah. Right, yeah. No,
TV,
I mean,
and edit and produce digital segments. I ain't got it. Yeah. My resume is my resume.
Yeah. Well, he allowed you to do that because he set you up.
He didn't do shit. Respectfully,
you
don't know the chain of command.
But this guy knows sets. That's all I'm talking about.
Okay,
you know all that shit.
He's a set designer. Okay, cool.
Yeah, and he said that ESPN must be down bad personnel-wise because this should have been taken down a long time ago. So you
I don't know what ESPN
you
does.
kind of alluded to it because you were saying like it's actually it's not even past New Year's, Smitty. It's the 7th, 6th.
Yeah.
Like it's a week past now. Like we're almost damn near 27, and it's still up. So I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there.
27, but I hear what you're saying.
And he's still wearing Christmas suits.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I don't have no personal beef with Ryan, so I'm not really caring about what the man wears.
I don't like him.
Yeah.
So anyway,
you don't like him, so you can always take a shot on with him. So that's
but we're talking about Cam and his horrible take right there. That's all I'm saying. I'm just talking about Cam Newton put it on the kicker for the quarterback, giving Lamar Jackson a pass once again. And then he started going to all these other things. Isaiah Likely made a incredible catch. Yes, he did make an incredible catch. It was a horrible throw, but he put it on Lamar is getting passed. Then he said, the defense, you got to show up. Defense, you got to show up. Wait up. You might just keep passing me by. Far side. How many of you guys don't know about that? This is crazy. Fucking unbelievable. We just keep
I don't give Lamar a pass though, but I don't know why the conversation always goes to Lamar. We never bring up Joe Burrow. We ain't brought up Patrick Mahomes.
What do you mean? We blasted Joe Burrow.
We ain't bringing it up, but it always goes to Lamar. I don't know.
I just blasted Joe Burrow last week.
Lamar don't get a pass. This was his worst season.
I blasted Joe Burrow last week. What are you talking about?
This was his worst season by far.
Don't lie.
Even in this game, he finished the game strong, but he didn't play the whole game well. He had too many 3-and-outs and bad decisions.
So let me ask you this:
early in the game.
Let me ask you this. I know you're. I want you. I'm trying to get you to not be biased, but I just want to ask you a question. We're talking about blowing Vegas up. Eric Weddle, Super Bowl champ, said it. Steve Kim said it. Blow Vegas up. Get rid of Max Crosby. Get rid of blah blah blah. I'm trying to get you not being biased. Don't you think the same thing is going on in Baltimore? Their O-line is not what they were. Their defense is clearly was the worst in the NFL until the last 3 weeks. They got better, but they got out of the last spot. But they were the worst defense they've had in a decade. Like, don't you blow up Baltimore too? Like, I'm confused. You're 8 with a quarterback, 2-time MVP, but hasn't won more than 3 playoff games. You didn't make the playoffs. You have a coach that's been there 19 years. Respectfully, I love the Harbaughs. 19 years. Sometimes you got to blow it up. Andy Reid had to leave Philadelphia after a while to get a refresh. This is a team and a roster, in my opinion, looking at it, that probably, I don't know if it's bad. It's not as bad as the Raiders, of course, but they possibly need to make a blow-up scenario here too. I'm just telling you. Like the Ravens.
The word blow up to me makes it sound like it's like a complete restart. I don't think it's a complete restart.
If you get rid of Lamar, it's a restart. You're going to have to restart. If you got rid of the room, I mean, it's not me making it up. It's everywhere. Lamar, Harbaugh, possibly both could be gone.
I don't know. Is that what you're saying?
No, that's everywhere. I'm just telling you, that scenario's everywhere. ESPN does it every day. Fox is doing it every day. I've seen it on every social media outlet.
I don't watch them.
So it's not new. So the scenario is these two could be gone. If that's the case, then you do blow it up. Because
they Lamar Jackson, they're idiots.
I'm just telling you. I mean, think about it, Smitty. You're 8. You got a guy that's not a runner anymore like he was. I mean, he's not the same with his feet. Let's be real. As a freaking nature as he still is, and a playmaker, Action Jackson, that we saw the other night. Smitty, he's still not Lamar 4 years ago. Come on now.
From running, yeah. I mean, yeah. But Lamar,
but I'm saying
Lamar stopped running shit 2 years ago. Like, he don't even run no more like that. Last year was his best season he had in his career. He threw for 40-something.
What that get you though?
Touchdowns total, and you said it was his best year. So like, I'm not worried about that.
You though? But I'm just saying,
the fact that we even have this conversation is why. This is why I get pissed. This is why I get pissed. The fact that we even have a conversation about a fucking franchise quarterback. Yeah, he had a down year. We're over talking about that he might not be on the Ravens. What the fuck is we talking about? We ain't had this conversation with no other franchise quarterback. Not Josh Allen, not Joe Burrow, not Mahomes. Nobody else who's had downfalls, ups and downs, whatever. We had this conversation with nobody else. The fact that we're even talking about taking Lamar away from the race, y'all insane. Y'all don't watch football or something. It's a crazy conversation we're having right now.
Yeah, well, I could argue against it. I don't agree necessarily. I'm not saying do it necessarily now.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the media that's bringing it up.
No, but I'm saying I could argue it though. I can't argue it though. It is an argument. Well, the thing is, like, you got to understand, he's been through how many OCs? It's always someone else's fault. It's always the wideouts. It's always this. But he's
not blaming nobody though. That's another. We get mad at Lamar for what we do in the media. So people like Lamar, people defend Lamar, give their opinions, then we get mad at Lamar. Like, who said he's?
I never said he did. I never said he bashed anybody.
I'm saying we get frustrated because of what people in the media say about him. It ain't like Lamar's out here in the presser just blaming his OCs and blaming people. Every time he gets a chance to, he blames himself. He does everything he's supposed to do. I just don't get it, man. It's like we watching different teams. This Ravens team has been one of the best teams in the NFL up until this point every year since he's been a starter. The man has been 2 MVPs, been to an AFC Championship game where they lost, I think, by a touchdown against the fucking Kansas City Chiefs, a dynasty. And we're talking about taking him away and blowing the team up and taking Lamar away from the Ravens? To get who? Fernando Mendoza? Respectfully? What are we talking about?
Yeah. Let's bring in our main man, on a special Tuesday appearance, Smitty, to talk about what you're talking about, some QB talk, a little bit of Ole Miss talk and all that's going on. We got the perfect guy for it. 3-time national champ, the new head football coach, the Birmingham Stallions, our main man, AJ McCarron, joins us.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
What's going on, homie?
You hear me?
What up?
There you go, man.
I like that.
Doing,
See, he knows the space, Smitty, because he go boom and it's on. Like, he don't have to go like big. He don't have to CAA King leave and fucking come back. He knows boom. He just hit the button. He knows his whole shit. Like, AJ, have you ever heard a quarterback say that we're only as good as our kicker?
I was watching that. No, I understand what Cam's getting at. Because a lot of games, so many games, Brady, Peyton, so many quarterbacks had, games come down to their quarterback, but
to the kicker.
I mean, yeah, come down to the kicker, but I can't stand kickers more than anybody. I got too many bad experiences with them.
But you're not going into that fourth quarter like, fuck, I got to just get us close. Depend on the kicker. Like, I'm trying to score points, right?
But yeah. I don't respectfully, I don't think Cam was literally saying that. He's just saying that, like, there's certain situations where the time is running out. It is what it is, and you're going to have to depend on them. And if they miss, then, hey, at the end of the day, you lost. It's on you as a quarterback. But if they make it, you're the prime king, and you're good to go. Like, Brady has won Super Bowls because of Vinatieri. If Vinatieri misses some of these kicks, I don't know if we're calling Brady to go. Like, that's just the way that shit goes, right? So
yeah, look at those field goals. Look at those games that Vinatieri won. Show me a game that he was horrible for 3 quarters and then depended on the kicker in the fourth quarter to win a tight game by 3. It was a shootout game, meaning that they scored points on offense, homie. Like, Brady was never that shitty all 3 quarters either. Like, there's a difference. I don't depend on the kicker to win me the game at the buzzer because we only could put up 20 points.
I would have to go back and look. I do know that not every Super Bowl Brady was just fucking willing and dealing, especially the first few ones. He was dependent on defense a little bit more. So I'd have to go back and do some homework and a deep dive before I answer that question respectfully.
Yeah. You defended, brother. So listen, Smitty, let's dive into this real quick.
Hold on real quick. Because yesterday we had a guest on here, goes by Big King, who was talking a lot of shit towards our guy AJ McCarron, saying I'm calling him out. Where's he at? I tweeted for him. I text him. I called him. I walkie-talkie him. I paged him.
Directly, indirectly.
I emailed direct. I emailed him. I can't get a hold of him. He said, Bama losing. AJ's quiet.
He didn't get a hold of me?
That's what he said.
CAA King's lying like CAA does. Because I texted his ass back. And I tweeted at him with laughing emojis. So tell King to stop lying.
Did you tell him that you guys actually won a playoff game?
But hell, listen, CAA King better be happy Tulane sniffed the playoffs this year. Ain't never happening again.
Never now. Nah,
when John Summerall left, it's way bye-bye.
Hey, he's damn near the reason they'll never go to a playoff again. Like, Smitty, all the small people will never get in again because of what CAA King's Tulane did. You can actually argue it. You can actually argue it. All right, AJ, I try to get Siski on because I know he's an Ole Miss guy, but let me ask you, what's going on at Ole Miss? What's going on with this whole – so apparently 6 coaches coached last week. Now there's going to be 2, Charlie and Kevin. Where are you at with what's going on there in this whole – because I'm impartial. I had an argument with Steve yesterday about it, or a debate with Steve, who's going to hop in with us. I was like, listen, if I'm Lane, even though it's all fucked up on how this thing happened, I want my coaches too, though. I got a fucking place to do something too. You can argue and go back to, well, it's on you, Lane. You fucking left this playoff team and blah, blah, blah. We could do that back and forth too. But I'm just saying, like, I need my coaches if I'm paying them. And I got a new roster to build. So I'm torn. I don't know, but I got to get your take on it real quick, as you probably have more insight than us.
No, I mean, listen, I think they're in a tough situation. Keith Carter, the AD, I think he could only offer so much money before it just got ridiculous in a bad situation for Ole Miss, and to be put in bad contracts just for future reference. And I don't know what else they could do. And then again, listen, I understand both sides of it. The fact that Lane wants his guys, Lane's not a big recruiter himself. So he's known for that. Like, he's known to go out and act like he's recruiting and then not actually recruit. So, and I like Lane. Lane's always been cool to me. We ain't never had no issues, but that's just the, stigma around him in the business. When you ask around, and JB, I hate it for Ole Miss, because I think Ole Miss is an absolute dog. I think them as a team they've shown up to, just work. And the fact that they've bought into Pete Golding and everything else, they're in a tough situation. I don't know how you survive this thing. If they do, I think it's one of the greatest runs since the playoffs have started.
Is this 4 guys leaving going to affect the Miami game at all, do you think? Or is this already a set in stone type of deal that this was already kind of done?
It could. Listen, where I worry as a quarterback is, great, you got your OC, but he's up in the box. You lose the dudes that are on the sidelines and the guys you come back and watch the iPads with and talk with those coaches, and they help, O-line, running backs. Like that's the biggest issue for me, just thinking as a quarterback and a former player, is it's the small detail, minute things when you get to the sidelines, is like, hey, this coach was great about making sure he reminded the running backs, hey, you got number 4 weak, and then you got a scan over here, and now all of a sudden you lose that guy, and it becomes a burden on Trinidad or another coach that's having to coach another position at the same time. Well, now he's splitting time. Is he actually putting in the amount of time that you need with a certain group? And that's where you get hurt during the game and kind of lose a little bit of that from a coaching element.
No doubt. Speaking of Miami taking out Ole Miss, we got our main man, the Korean Cosell, our co-host of Whitlock's Fearless, 3 Knockdown Rule, Mario Lopez, our main man, knower of all things, Steve Kim, joins the show.
Morning.
Steve, you're getting headed to Arizona. What are you leaving tomorrow?
I'm leaving tomorrow late in morning, and I've been advised not to wear Army fatigues. It's bad luck over there in that bowl game, so I'll just be wearing regular clothes.
So AJ in Alabama got boat raced. I want to make sure
belt to ass.
They got Michael Irvin belt to ass.
It was I left the game early. It was embarrassing.
Yeah, like Big King's taking shots at AJ, and it's just crazy. Steve was like, "Hey, where's Bama at? Bama don't run." So we got to ask AJ before Ole Miss takes on Miami, Steve. AJ, what in the fuck happened?
Got manhandled on every front possible. Listen, JB, I don't know how you feel, Smitty, being former players and then JB coach. As a quarterback in warm-ups, I would always pay attention to our energy, right?
Yeah, always.
And how did we come out for warm-ups? Were we focused? Were we
Always.
in tune to the details? Were we high-energy guys that day? Or were we distracted? Are we lethargic and dead? Listen, when I watched Indiana warm up, it was a different level of confidence that was a presence about their team and energy about their team. When I looked at Alabama, it was almost like a false confidence, and it wasn't bouncing around, and you didn't see the energy. And that was a concern for me already. It was talking to Coach Saban up in the box and Greg Byrne, and I'm like, man, this really looks like an issue to me. It doesn't look like we're fucking amped up, ready to go. And I used to always do that as a quarterback, is go in and talk to Saban and say, hey, we need you right here. Like, before we run out of this tunnel, you got to jump on these dudes early when we get back in the locker room and tell them get their shit together. And then you kind of hit it as a quarterback and a leader. But I do that with every coach, Marvin Lewis, Bill O'Brien, all the guys that I've played with. They kind of come to me and say, hey, how do you feel? I'm like, we need something, or we're great. We're good to go.
AJ, I don't know if
that's deep.
I don't know if it is deep. That's exactly 100%. I would never. I already knew basically if we're gonna lose.
If you're already flat during warm-ups, it's too late.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
There's no such thing as turning it on. I used to hear this with Larry Coker teams. Oh, we'll turn it off or turn it on whenever. And I said, then that doesn't work.
It works against smaller opponents, weaker opponents, but it don't work in the Rose Bowl. It don't work in the quarterfinals of the playoffs. It just doesn't happen.
The great Don James once said, I know what my team is by Wednesday or Thursday. If I have to give a good speech 20 minutes before the game, it's already over.
Yeah.
My favorite Cignetti story from this year, and it talks about the mindset, what a savage this guy is. I've told this story. I was actually at your place, JB. You were barbecuing. This was during the Oregon game, and they ran a screen. Dante Moore throws a screen. Jamari Sharp tries to undercut it, and he got folded, and he's lying on the field writhing in pain, and you could hear on the sideline microphone, Cignetti starts going over there, and he tells Jamari Sharp, hey, get your ass up. Get up, get off the field. And so at the halftime interview with Jenny Dell, I think she asked him, well, how do you think this first half is going? And Cignetti just goes, well, I'll tell you one thing. We can't have guys laying on the field. I was like, he's not a nice guy, and it's great. I get the sense that Kalen DeVore is a very good football coach. His track record speaks for itself. He might be a little bit too nice for Alabama.
Yeah. AJ, that's what my next question to you was. Like, is that the common theme?
I respectfully disagree from a sense of, listen, I think he's doing it right. We're in an era of college football, just knowing inside the building and knowing him and the issues they're dealing with. I had a talk a little bit with Saban and a popular coach in college football. My biggest issue now and what he's dealing with is you got freshmen coming in, high school recruits coming in, asking and demanding $500-700 million. How do you expect to pay a kid? And this is where I saw a difference in Indiana to Alabama. Okay. You look at Alabama's pay probably from just young in age, from young to old. They had a lot more money established in a young side of the roster than Indiana. Okay. And the dudes at Indiana mentally didn't have $500,000-700,000 as freshmen. They had to work their ass off to get to that point. Now they're still hungry to achieve more and to make the highest level of pro ball in the NFL.
Yeah.
They got something to prove. You're paying a 18, 19-year-old kid $500,000 to $1 million, a kid that's never had money. Now all of a sudden he has money. He's got a chance to buy jewelry, cars. He's got everybody in his family coming to ask for him to pay for bills, pay for every meal. They're moving into his house while he's in college. Everything that affects this kid. How do you expect that kid to go out, have all this, and then show up each and every day and put the work in the film room, practice field, and be able to stay focused? You can't do it. It's not going to happen. And that's the biggest issue. And that's where I saw a major separation in. I saw a veteran team mentally in Indiana be able to stay focused and play as a team. And their one goal is to achieve and win a national championship. They stayed process oriented. And I saw a bunch of younger dudes that were me guys that are only focused about their next contract and how they're going to get more money. And it was more result oriented in the end, and it wasn't process oriented. And that's where I saw the biggest issue. And I think Coach DeBoer is doing that, though. He's telling recruits, no, thank you. I want Alabama guys. I want guys that understand the tradition here and want to be here because of what it takes to win and the pressure it takes and the pressure that's on you to be successful here. So
I'm curious to see. That's a good point because Steve sent me a thing I thought on Twitter. Like Indiana's roster is the oldest
by
far. Yeah, it's the oldest roster. And Smitty, to AJ's point, like I'm curious to see how Cignetti gets rid of this team that, to AJ's point, came with them from a mid-major, basically James Madison. Well, and now I want to see what he does. I know he's doing great. I'm just curious to see the future.
He's got a good team lined up for next year with Josh Hoover, Nick Marsh. I'm looking, and they got a guy from Miami, Brock Schott, who's a good athlete. It is clear, guys, Indiana is going to be a transfer portal team. To AJ's point, they're going to get the guys already in their early 20s who have now transitioned into full adulthood, who have shown college production, and they're going to be like, you know what? Why gamble on a 17-year-old who might transfer after a redshirt season? Let me pay the guy that's already put in 2 good years and is going to be willing to give me a last 4th and 5th year as they elevate. So that's clear that their philosophy is a little bit different than the traditional route.
AJ, the guy that's been hitting it on the head now on the head every goddamn day, it seems like, is John Calipari. And the basketball coach, and he's making he's saying everything that nobody else wants to say, and he's calling the NCAA out. The issue is, who wants to recruit high school then? Who can afford to? If you're trying to win a natty, why Lane left Ole Miss, why all these other you trying to go to the biggest dog, the biggest resource place, the best facility, the most money, why are you recruiting a high school kid to go up against a bunch of 25-year-olds in Indiana?
Yeah, I mean, it makes it tough. And see, this is where I think it's going to be interesting, right? Because everybody kind of has gone to this model of transfer portal. It's why I think 32% of all college football players are already in the portal or something like that. Like
5,700 or something.
It's something nuts.
Insane.
But when you go that route, it's being able to sustain success going that model, because Sig's not getting guys that came with him from James Madison and had to grind to get to that level. He's going to start getting guys that want to come play for him in the portal that were already big names at other places. So now are they – I compare it to NFL free agency. Every free agent ain't a great fit for you. There's bad apples out there. It only takes one bad apple to ruin the entire locker room. I'm sure we've all had one of those teammates before. It's like, oh, hell yeah, we're all excited. We got that dude in free agency, or we got him in the portal. Bro, this is going to be fire. And then all of a sudden he gets there. He ain't touching the ball as much as he did the year before, or he's not agreeing with his coach. And now it spreads like cancer throughout the locker room. So that's going to be interesting to see where Cignetti, can he sustain this success by getting these big portal guys and big name guys from other universities. Only time will tell.
AJ,
before I ask Steve, go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, AJ, I see that a couple of the Bama linemen, the starting offensive line, have moved on. They've entered the portal. Now, Proctor's probably NFL draft. Do you think they were pushed out, or do you think that they left on their own volition?
Probably a little bit of both.
Okay.
Listen, we had a little bit, in my opinion, too much of Ray Charles on the O-line. So, and I don't know if it was the coach himself or the players, but we got to go find some dogs. And listen, if there's a major separation in those teams when you watch Indiana, is Alabama got their ass beat up front on both sides of the ball. You couldn't get a pass rush unless you were blitzing. And then you know, on the deep post route right before halftime, we go cover zero. We didn't even get home and cover zero. You got bad leverage by the nickel. Anybody plays cover zero, you're off and inside because your teammate is the sideline. We get out leveraged, get outside of him, and then give up the inside for the post. All right. So when you look at that, and then the run game, Indiana could have handed that sumbitch off 70 times and still won. And we couldn't stop them. And then when you go to our side of the ball, hell, we couldn't get them 3 yards. Like, I mean, we were struggling to run the ball. And you struggle to run the ball late in the season, you are not a very good team. You can't expect to win. And you can't put everything on Ty. Listen, did Ty play great later in the year? No. But anytime, and JB's played the position, you're as good as the other guys. Now, you can make the guys better for a certain amount of time, but for them to sustain their play and high level of play, like, they got to fucking want it. And it looked like we never wanted it up front. So,
hey, AJ, Steve, I don't know if you noticed, Smitty, but after the game now, in this era and generation, I notice how much people care instantly on the dap up, the hugging, the fucking damn near tongue kissing of the opponent that just whipped their ass. Like, it's unbelievable. Like, we used to be pissed when we were fucking lost the game. We didn't want to talk to nobody. And it was almost just like a straight up youth pop Warner, you know, straight line. You shake hands and get the fuck out. It was this whole shit, smiling and laughing because they're getting paid. They don't have no loss in this. Like, they're winning in this. So the one team that wins it every year is basically that one lucky team, to AJ's point, that either hits it right with the Cignetti bringing 35 guys that didn't get no money from James Madison who were hungry, and then an Alabama team that had to rebuild a roster after the legendary Nick Saban left. So, like, it's hit or miss, man. Before I ask this real quick to get to this Miami game, Steve, AJ, let me ask you this. Chamblee has said he's going back to Ole Miss if the NCAA approves his appeal. Is Ole Miss flirting here with some possible failure in not going to get another QB if this guy's denied? Where are they at with this whole scenario?
Interesting.
I think they're you got to go get another guy because in this day and age, you just you always got to have a top backup or a guy that you feel confident in. I mean, Trinidad's a prime example. Austin Simmons. Trinidad didn't start the season. Austin Simmons did. Austin Simmons goes down with an ankle injury. Trinidad takes his opportunity and makes the most of it, right? And now he's fucking MVP of the Sugar Bowl. He's got him going to the semifinals. So whether he likes it or not, but yes, as a coaching staff, you have to have a backup. It's college is so much just like the NFL now. I mean, you look at the NFL, the teams that have success are the ones a lot of times that have a backup that can go in, step in for 3-4 games if they have to off injury and win at least 500 of those games, right? They got to win half. So you got to have a guy. If they don't, yes, they're putting all their eggs in one basket for Trinidad to stay healthy next year, and that's not a good look.
I think the running back's coming back too.
Kewan Lacey. Yeah, and by the way, Austin Simmons is entering the portal, but he's sticking around with the team, he said, till the very end. So
at least that's honorable. Shit.
Yeah, but again,
that's not gonna happen now.
To your point, Coach, Trinidad Chambliss, he is right now, I don't want to say at the mercy, but he has to wait for the NCAA ruling if he gets that extra year of eligibility.
And that puts the coaches who are already kind of, I don't know. I want to dive into that, Smitty, real quick, into Steve's game this week against Ole Miss. And piggyback off of AJ, Go ahead, Smitty. You got it.
Yeah, let's do it. Obviously, Miami's taking on Ole Miss here in the semifinal. Steve, after watching the way Miami played last week, man, do you believe they have what it takes to win the Natty?
Yeah, look, Ohio State is the most talented team. I was told that by an NFL personnel executive. I'll defer to him. But I'll say something about this matchup. I think Ole Miss was a tougher matchup stylistically than Georgia. The tempo and Trinidad's ability to extend plays. And Kejuan Lacey might be the best running back Miami has played. That tempo is going to be an issue. And I think, look, Miami's won 2 playoff games, winning 10 and scoring 17 offensive points. They need to score at least 28 to 31 this week. If you're asking Ruben Bain and Messidor just to keep playing 2000 Ravens football, the law of averages does not work well against you. So they can win it because I think Ohio State was probably the odds-on favorite. And I thought if we get past that, then you got a home game for the championship game, although Indiana, I think, is very sound. I think they beat Oregon. But when I'm watching that Sugar Bowl, guys, I kept thinking to myself, Ole Miss may not be as talented, but I think they present a tougher style for Miami.
AJ, is Chambliss the best quarterback remaining?
No, it's Fernando.
I think he's behind Fernando. I think Fernando's playing lights out right now. Just to see him in person, I thought he's really smart. He seems like he's a high IQ guy when he's playing. He knows where to go with the ball. You don't really see him get caught back there and double clutch. He knows bam, bam, bam. Like he knows his reads. Trinidad's just a ball player, dude. I mean, the kid is unbelievable. Some of the plays he made, I mean, him and Gunnar Stockton the other night. That was probably favorite playoff game I've ever watched so far since the playoff system has come about. But, I think this matchup's interesting between Ole Miss and Miami. I think the way Ole Miss's defense has played and gotten better throughout the year has been something a lot of people aren't talking about. This is an Ole Miss defense. When I watched them second, third game of the year, whenever they were playing Kentucky, and Kentucky's horrific on offense. I mean, they couldn't do anything, but they were still moving the ball. And I'm like, man, this Ole Miss offense is good, but I don't think their defense. Listen, they played the other night to stop Branch, number 1 for Georgia, who I think's an absolute dog and a high draft pick. Gunnar Stockton, I mean, they still played well, and to keep battling. The biggest issue in this game for me is still Carson Beck. What Carson Beck shows up?
Yeah,
Carson Beck that makes throws and looks like a high NFL draft pick, or is it Carson Beck that looks like he's high off his ass and he could care less?
That's the version we've been seeing, I feel like, lately.
Well, less is more. The A&M game, the winds were not going to allow for an intermediate throw game, and they had to be real conservative. When Beck plays on time and you put him in good down and distance, he did a good job. Look, the key stat for Beck last week, he had 138 yards passing. That's not a great game statistically, but Miami was 50% on third down conversions against an NFL defense. And I believe Ohio State was like 3 for 10. Those are like the little margins you got to win as an underdog. And AJ, to your point, you talk about the Mississippi defense. When they played Georgia in Athens in mid-October, they did not force one punt. This game, they forced about 5. So right there tells you that they're playing. And they got a big guy, Eccles. That's a good guy. Sunshine Perkins, he's a good edge rusher. They have SEC athletes. So this is a game again. Ole Miss is a pretty good team. I didn't think they were going to fall apart without Lane. I mean, even if they would have lost that game, let's say somehow Georgia would have won it at the end, I didn't come away thinking, wow, they needed Lane Kiffin. They look fine with Pete Golding. They really do.
No, they do. Curious to see how it moves forward. AJ, real quick, Charlie Weiss, you know him well. I know him well. Junior, known him a long time. Good dude, man, that I've been associated with him for. He NFL rumors. He shot it down, apparently. Do you see him going to a Jackson Dart in New York and coaching him and taking a shot and getting away from Lane? Or do you because that's his only option in my opinion. He either go back to Lane or you go to the league to get away from Lane. Like that's kind of his out. Do you see him staying in college?
Yeah, I mean that is a great question, JB. I don't know. See, if I'm Charlie Weiss, right? You have shown enough in this playoff deal, right? Even though you've been calling plays all year, I don't understand why if you want to go to the NFL, you don't take that or you stay at Ole Miss. Because if you have success and you get a lot of returning starters off this offense coming back for Ole Miss next year,
yeah,
well, you're getting a head job in college. I mean, you can pick your school at that point, right? You follow Lane to LSU, you're
Same
stuck there for a minute.
Yeah.
Like, Ole Miss would pay Charlie Weiss. They've already matched his contract. Hell, I guarantee you after this, they'd say, hey, we'll pay whatever penalty buyout you got, and we'll still pay you more than what they're paying you on top of that. Like, I think he's done an unbelievable job all year, but he's finally out of the shadow, and he's getting talked about to where it's not Lane Kiffin's offense. No, this is Charlie Weiss's Charlie Weiss Jr.'s offense. And maybe he's just so loyal and that's what he wants to do is stay with him. But if I'm a coach at that point, I got to go and do what's best for me. And I think he's proven that. And I think he deserves to be his own guy and not be in the shadow of somebody else.
Yeah, I agree with that. You think it's going to affect this whole hoopla, just those two returning, the other four going back to Baton Rouge, affects this game against Miami this week at all, or no?
I think it could. I don't think it affects prep and leading up to the game as much. Again, I think it's the effect on this game happens in the game more if they allow it. Now, if they win this game, I think it's an unbelievable job, and Pete Golding deserves every bit of credit possible. If you can figure out how guys are going to have different duties and have to manage in-game situations. But again, as a quarterback and a guy that depended on every coach to, once we came to the sideline and shit wasn't going right, to be like, hey, get on the iPad. This is what we need to see. This is what we're seeing. This is what we see in first down situations. They're calling more of a base coverage. Hey, on 3rd and 2 to 4, they're playing man or they're blitzing. Like that's where you get affected the most. And that's going to be the interesting, thing for me, because this Miami front seven is different, and their two edge rushers are different.
Lethal.
And if you don't have a game plan and everybody's not on the same page in this game plan, it could get ugly for you.
Yeah. Steve, real quick before we move to NFL with you guys, the college football transfer portal, I know Steve's abreast of all this shit. It's crazy that the Kentucky flipped the Notre Dame transfer, Kenny Minchie, from Nebraska.
Guys now, huh?
I guess. Will Compton's hot because, he's a Nebraska guy. He said Kenny Minchie just fucked Nebraska. He said he committed, was supposed to visit tomorrow, but an agent had paperwork and said he was signing it, and then Kentucky hit him back with a blank check. Kentucky's kind of still in a couple people here.
Yeah.
Steve, you know anything about this possibility?
No, look, I guarantee you that the new coach, I think every coach that comes into a new P4 job, I think one of the first things they talk about is, what about my resources? Which is a really nice way of saying, how much NIL money do we have here?
Yep.
Okay, I don't think they even talk about facilities, the new weight room, a new foot. No, they're like, hey, what's our payroll here? I think that is the reality. It's unfortunate. I tell you what's strange, guys, and AJ, you could speak upon this as a quarterback that had to wait his turn. USC has a 5-star that they love, Husan Longstreet, but I guess because
his nephew,
Jordan Maeva staying now, he might go in the portal. I'm thinking, well, wait a minute. You just took a redshirt year. You're going to start at least 2 years. You're always a play away. And so this is where the new theory is, guys. Why pay a young freshman quarterback millions of dollars if, number one, they're not willing to wait, and number two, they may not be that good? I mean, I looked at Bryce Underwood this whole year at Michigan. I saw some ability, but I also saw a guy that probably needed to be a redshirt. So there are a lot of programs now, and I think Miami's one of them, They're saying, let me get an upperclassman quarterback that's already proven. I'm not paying some guy $3 million to leave in his second year because he's unhappy with not being a starter by his sophomore season.
Hey.
Every starter, Steve, to your point, look at the 4 remaining quarterbacks.
Portal.
They're all portal, but they're all later career guys.
Yeah.
Veteran.
Every one of them. They're all veterans.
I think, AJ, I think last year's semifinals, 3 of the 4 were at least all portal guys. Riley Leonard, certainly, we got Howard at Ohio State. Quinn Ewers spent about 15 minutes at Ohio State. Some say he's not really a portal guy. And then you look, who was the other 4th school that I forgot about? I think they had a portal quarterback too.
Dante Moore?
No.
It was what's name? It was what's name? For Oregon, wasn't it?
No, Oregon got eliminated by Ohio State.
Yeah.
You talking about the Final Four? Yeah. Penn State.
Penn State. Well, Penn State had Drew Aller. So they're the one school that had a homegrown quarterback. Yeah. And so now I look at DJ Lagway. Look, Lagway has monster talent, but I think his mechanics completely reworked. If I'm DJ Lagway, and this will never happen, I would actually redshirt the way Dante Moore did at Oregon. But they're on a plan. They're on a 3-year plan, so he's going to plug and play. But DJ Lagway is the guy that I look at. He's actually regressed, and he could use kind of a breather.
Smitty's going to bring this up, Steve. I got a macro take on what Smitty's about to ask, but go ahead, Smitty.
Yeah, well, speaking of DJ Lagway, reports came out that he was on cloud 9 after visiting FSU, seeing the Cam Newton comparison from Seminoles OC, Coach Malzahn. But then less than 24 hours later, Auburn transfer QB Ashton Daniels actually committed to Florida State. So quick turnaround.
I gotta dive into this, Smitty. This is the crazy part about this. The calendar, AJ, is ruining the quarterback position, which is the most, I guess, obviously valuable position of all. Because if they're shitty, then the product on the field of the other 10 people are shitty. I don't care on either side of the ball. If the quarterback position is bad, this is all feast or famine. Like, how is this going to be? How are the quarterbacks going to get developed? If I don't have a quarterback in January for winter conditioning, AJ, in the weight room, showing he's a leader of this team and building that whole thing, as you know how important that is. He's still in the playoffs, and then he's trying to dabble into the portal because he knows he's not either the starter or they lost in the playoffs in the round 2. Now he's entered the portal, but I've started winter conditioning right after the first of the year. Right now they're in starting weight rooms, everything from mat drills on, right, to build that relation, build that core culture. What are we doing? I don't understand why the NCAA hasn't came out and just said, you know what, we fucked this up so bad. Listen, I don't know, man. I think Pac-Man Jones, I went on his show yesterday, AJ, he had a very interesting take, him and his co-host. They think that the NCAA is doing it on purpose to involve the government so they can get some type of antitrust protection because they know they fucked this up so bad that they can't come out and admit it.
Well, Coach Saban's been pushing for the antitrust laws to fix this whole thing. He's been working heavy behind the scenes on that. So it's listen, I think the quarterback play as a whole has taken a big dive. I think when you look at guys it affects all the way up into the NFL. I think when you look at rookie QBs at that level, I think you see guys that are not developed, that are going to the league too early, have never been in an offense for more than a year, don't really know the ins and outs of offenses, and now they get thrown into playing at the highest level of football, and they struggle there. And then they're out of the league before you know it, and they're having to try to find a way to bounce back into the league. Listen, the NCAA is to blame for all this. And I'm sure they'll be pissed at me for saying it, but it's the truth. It's an absolute shit show. And then the fact that these kids don't have the mental toughness to stay somewhere, grind, and work their way to play. You're getting paid. Your contract's guaranteed. If they're willing to pay out of high school and be dumb enough to do that and pay you all this money, you're guaranteed this money. Hell, I'm taking hits off. These GMs and people, front offices in the NFL are dumb enough to take 1-year starters all you need is 1 year in college now. Hell, you don't even have to prove anything and be able to show how you do the ebbs and flows of college football. So I don't understand it, but it is what it is.
Hey, Steve, is that kind of, yes, Bailey, can you add that real quick? Because it's kind of my point here. Is this kind of like the coach now has to take the first thing smoking? Like, so DJ Lagway's kind of like, oh, I like your thing, but then the guy AJ McCarron comes in and says, I'm a Seminole. Let's go. And then you're the coach. You got to fucking say, fuck it. I can't wait.
Risk it, right? You can't risk it, like depending on the kid. Yeah.
And like we got wideouts leaving or programs like USC and other guys who had a wideout. They paid $550,000 to, by the way, he had one fucking catch and 20 yards. And he's leaving, but they paid him $550 to get one catch and 20 yards. This shit is ridiculous. And SC's like, well, guess what, Auburn? If you got that, Auburn had those big time wideouts. If you don't want to come to us now, we're going to move on because we got a commitment already from another guy. And so SC just did it.
Yeah.
So SC just removed themselves from this cat, Cam Coleman, who Steve I know likes. So,
well,
Cam Coleman's the best receiver in the portal.
Yeah, he was rated second behind Jeremiah Smith his high school senior year. You know about Ashton Daniels, this is his third team, guys. He was at Stanford. I remember watching some of his games. Yeah. I thought he played fairly well against Alabama a couple of weeks ago in the second half. And so he'll be a decent fit for that offense. But I've said this for a while, guys. If you're not going to have collective bargaining, because that brings about another set of issues, okay? So there's no perfect solutions here. But I wonder if teams across the board, to keep guys from transferring after 9 months on campus, should just say, look, I don't want to use the word lock in, but let's make a 2-year commitment. Let's not just do one season. But because what is the NIL really? It's about name, image, and likeness. So let's just pay you because it's pay for play. Now, if you become a Tim Tebow-like sensation in the local barbershop, liquor store, car dealership wants to do a deal with you to sign autographs, you can make, well, that's name, image, and likeness. That's unlimited. Just my view is I think the allocation of money and the commitment of time should be more than just about 1 year. I actually think a lot of kids are shortchanging themselves. And we have to be honest, AJ. I think a lot of agents are absolute vultures. They are not thinking about the kid. There could be young men who love the school, who fit in, they like the coaches. And some agents said, hey, we got to get over here. And these kids like, why? Well, they're giving you twice as much money. What if the kid really doesn't want to leave? But when you throw that money at them, guess what? They really don't think about 30 years ahead. They don't.
Well, the turnover for agents right now, and then I don't even call them agents. They're just representatives.
Sharks.
Because listen, I know of kids signing bad agent deals that are having to give up 50% of their money. As high as 50%.
What?
In the NFL, it's 3%. Yeah. So for the chat, think about that. These kids don't understand. They got cousins, uncles, friends representing them. It's not true. A lot of them is not real, agents. So it's a joke. This whole thing is an absolute mess. I don't know how because you brought up the CBA, like collective bargaining. The players aren't going to do it right now until they're forced, because when you look at every lawsuit, the players are winning every lawsuit against the NCAA. So there's no reason for them to do it.
Right.
Because they're like, hey, even if the NCAA wins one, they appeal it, and usually they win the appeal because it's like, we didn't agree to that. We don't have a collective bargaining. So
and they already look so bad. If they deny a kid like a Chambliss from getting an appeal, that they're going to look so bad now because they're doing all this other shit and everything. The pace is out the tube. AJ, Steve may know some of these guys. So what's going on with the UFL? You guys got draft coming up, and so quarterback is first. Is that how it works?
Yep. Yeah. We were, me and Siski and some of our offensive staff were up till about 1 in the morning watching film. We got to turn in our list of our top 5 QBs, and then they get appointed to you based on where they're at in your list and what other teams have them. They're treating that as the draft, but January 9th, we got to have the list in. January 10th is a regional allocation, guys. So, guys, for us, that graduated from Alabama, Auburn, UAB, Mississippi State, and Ole Miss. And that's kind of changed. It was 10 regional picks that we got to lock in, but now it's only 3. So that gives you 6, and then you get 12 on January 12th. I'll be flying out to Dallas because the actual draft's the 13th and 14th, but we got to have our previous roster picks in, and it goes off of 12 picks. It's broken down from 2 receivers, 2 O-linemen, 1 running back, 1 tight end, then 2 D linemen, 2 corners, 1 safety, 1 linebacker. It's based off of, who you have graded at highest at that position. You can't swap out for another position. Like, hey, if we're a 10 team, we don't use a tight end. We want another receiver. So you can take up to 12 off the previous roster. You can take half. You can take none. You choose the number. And then draft is on 13th and 14th. So
are there guys that we know that are in this mix or no?
No, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of guys that have bounced up and down from an NFL standpoint. One of our
There's a rumor out there. I was just throwing it out there. There's a rumor out there that I saw your guys' Twitter. The Stallions threw out there. What happened? I'm saying FanDuel is like a credible thing. So
listen, unless the owner of FanDuel is in my staff meetings, I ain't trusting FanDuel. And I go ahead and tell you,
shout out to FanDuel, by the way.
Yeah. Hey, if FanDuel wants to throw me, I'm about to be an NIL kid.
Steve, what quarterbacks come off your mind that just sitting around the house that's kind of been balling that need to go? There's guys now, right?
Yeah, I get that's the toughest thing, but I like the way they're doing it. The territorial thing. That's how the AFL did it. They made sure Joe Namath ended up in a big market. So you read about a lot of the startup leagues, whether it was the ABA in basketball or the USFL. They did a lot of the same things because if you're going to watch this league of football, you got to have some familiarity with the players.
Yeah.
Really do. And I don't look. A lot of the other guys. People forget how much talent and how hard it is to make the National Football League. Okay, it is. It's it's that thin margin, but people forget. He hate me. Remember, he hate me, guys of the XFL. People forget he played in a Super Bowl.
I played with them. I played with them for a minute. He was Frisco in LA. Played for the first XFL title game. My buddy Kevin Casey was on Frisco, and Tommy Maddox beat him.
Tommy Maddox played for the LA team. Yep. After he washed out in Denver, and guess what? Earned a Super Bowl ring as a backup for the Steelers. But he hate me. Rod Smart, several years later, played in the 2004 Carolina Panthers team with Jake Delhomme. And so he made it. So there's a lot of talent. The question is, guys, you're right, Coach. Are there enough quality quarterbacks? Because you could have great talent everywhere, but if you don't have good quarterback play, those games are hard to watch.
AJ,
it'll be some questions on, guys that see the hard part for us right now. And my biggest thing telling these quarterbacks that are in the league, and I got to make more calls today, but they get so caught up in signing this futures deal with their NFL team. And the thing I tell them is all it guarantees you a futures deal is a OTA spot when they come back for OTAs. You're getting lost in the shuffle. Get your ass put back on the practice squad.
Film.
And now guess what? You're there for another 2 years. And then when you're up and you're done with practice squad years, nobody knows about you. They ain't seen film on you other than 1 preseason game or 2 preseason games that you might get in towards the end. Don't sign the futures deal. Come here, play a full season and showcase what you can do. Now you're out of that rookie contract, and now you're able to go sign somewhere as a true backup or a real opportunity. You're not locked into a futures deal and just an OTA spot. So that's my biggest thing with these quarterbacks is if I can try to get some of these guys. Listen, I've been in your shoes. I played in this, but I've also played a long time in the NFL. Like I'm telling you what you need. And from a mechanic standpoint and learning the position, I think I can help them more than anybody.
Can you guys throw an exemption? Can you throw an exemption to the Browns and get Shador? What, Steve?
Oh, AJ, do you think that Kurt Warner is the example of just play ball?
Yeah.
Play.
Him, Doug Flutie.
Doug Flutie, you're right. He went to the CFL.
Yeah.
For a while. So Doug Flutie went to the USFL, had an NFL short run, and he actually made most of his bones in the CFL. I think he won like 4 or 5 great.
Doug Flutie played for the Birmingham Stallions.
Right. Yeah. And Warren Moon actually started his career as an Edmonton Eskimo. 5 great Cubs.
John Salisbury, fucking Jeff Garcia, fucking
a lot of great.
There's a shit ton of them.
Listen, the NFL needs
Steve
him.
Young.
Yeah.
Well, that's USFL, yeah, but he would have gone NFL #1. He was drafted by the Buccaneers. Remember that?
Yeah,
before
that
the
lady,
LA
Bucks. Yeah.
AJ, are you restricted in what system you run offensively? Because my question is about this draft, how you have to draft certain. What if you want to run a run and shoot and you don't need a tight end, but you need 8 wide receivers?
No, you can do that. No, so when it comes to the draft, it goes by position. So we're starting out as O lineman, and I think after that round, so it's a snake draft. So it's 1 and then all the way to 8, but it'll start back at 8 and then go back to 1. But once you're done picking the amount of linemen you want on your team going into camp with 64 guys, you just drop out of that round, and then all the other teams keep picking, and then it resets for the next round. So the next round, I believe, is receivers. And then so you could choose on from a previous roster lock. Like I said, they're going to give you 1 tight end, but you could choose not to take him. So you could take all 11 others and just choose not to. And then when you go to the draft, you gain that draft pick, that extra pick in the draft, and you can choose to take another receiver or however you want to do it. Yeah. So you break the roster down however you want. The hard part when it comes from an offensive standpoint is, listen, we only got a month, a little less than a month. It's about 3.5 weeks with these guys to create them understanding an offense, them knowing, creating timing with each other or brotherhood. Like, that's where it's tough. Defensively, teams in this league start the season much better, and then offenses that can, progress throughout the year, that's when you start to see offense. So that's where we're kind of behind the 8 ball when it comes to the offense.
Makes sense.
Steve, is Michael Irvin, before you leave, because I know you're going to the game,
my God,
gonna belt to ass Ole Miss one last time?
Well, if they win, I mean, Michael's energetic, man. He's just high on life.
On life.
It's over. The White House, all that stuff is
that's old shit.
He was a young man back then. He's now an adult. By the way, I don't think people realize all those people saying he makes it about himself. Michael's Michael. And I don't know how many people know this, but Coach Cristobal asked Michael to be at every game. He just doesn't show up. Like, Cristobal had a meeting with Michael Irvin and said, look, Mike, you love Miami. We need your enthusiasm. You're a legend. It'd be a personal favor to me if you showed up. Now, this is where I give Michael credit, unlike a lot of other people. We could be playing Bethune-Cookman. He's out there. We could be playing Duke. He's out there. It could be a playoff game. He's out there. And I give him a lot of credit because it doesn't matter if it's one of those noon games where there's 15,000 people at Hard Rock Stadium. He's out there. Yeah. So I don't want to hear that he's a Johnny-come-lately or a bandwagon because, quite frankly, Miami does have a lot of those, okay? But he is one of the diehard fans who reps the U come hell or high water. So
before you leave, Steve, just seeing how many legends were there. I mean, Ray Lewis was at the game, obviously, last week. Michael Irvin, I believe
Andre
Johnson. I saw him on the screen. Like
Clinton Portis.
How big was that moment, though? Just you being, a fan for the team for so long, and once you guys officially beat Ohio State, like what was that? What was that like?
For me to have been at that Fiesta Bowl in 2003, the worst sporting event I've ever been to. I mean, I was there. I mean, for 30 seconds, we thought we were back to back. and then there's this flag by Terry Porter. And Miami had never really recovered it. They had a couple good years after.
That was a terrible call.
But when Marty Brown crossed the goal line, and I look at the clock and there's 55 seconds, we're up by 10. I said, you know what, we might actually do this. And then when Jacoby Thomas picked it off, I mean, I've seen people cry the last two games in the Miami section. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute, guys. We haven't won it yet. These are just steps. Let's keep this into perspective.
Jimmy Johnson, he looked emotional when they put him on screen, though. He looked pretty damn.
Well, everyone's emotional, but I've said this from the beginning, guys. And I said this on the Canes Insight podcast. When people say Miami is playing with house money, I completely disagree with that. We are here to win it. This team is built to win now because there's no Bain, there's no Messida, there's no Beck, there's no Keontae Scott. All those guys are gone. And so I said this on the record. I said on Thanksgiving weekend, on the next show that I was in, I said, guys, on a weekend that Georgia, Alabama, Oklahoma, Texas, they all played. I said, I thought Miami against Pitt was the best team I saw that weekend. Really? And people said, you're nuts. I said, no, I'm just telling you, if we get left out of the playoffs, it'll be a crying shame. I said, don't let this team get in the playoffs and get hot. Well, they're hot now. So I'm not going to raise a banner for losing in the semifinals. It's a great achievement to have gotten there. We are now playing to win it all. Because as Herman Edwards once said, you play to win the game. Hello.
No doubt.
Yeah, it's a good feeling. But now we move on. We turn the page.
That boy Steve got the head coaching mindset. He don't rest on his laurels. He's on to the next.
AJ, I'm just telling you, you were so lucky to be under Saban. When he gave that speech where he came in after the Rose Bowl, he was the only coach who ever hated the Gatorade bath because you guys played not you, but that team played a sloppy fourth. And I love the fact he comes in, he goes, hey, guys, congratulations, all you seniors. I love you guys. Anything I can do for you, thank you. You know how to reach out. Now, to the rest of you guys, we do not play football like that here at the University of Alabama. Come spring ball, we're going to fix it. Boom. That's a winning mindset. And I love the story. There's another one, Smitty. They beat LSU. They crush them in the rematch in the Sugar Bowl. Everyone's partying, and everyone says, where's Nick? Nick was on the phone saying, hey, guys, did you see what we did? Yeah, bad first half, but I think you can fix that if you come to Alabama. What do you think, kid? He's doing that the fourth. Man.
Hey, what a bad boy, man. I got to meet him at some point.
Was it worth it, AJ? It was worth it, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you like you just said, you play to win, and
all the time.
We won a lot of them, so it was always good.
AJ, to piggyback off that before you guys get out of here, Nick Saban, there'll be a new national championship coach this year, regardless, and they're all Nick Saban disciples.
Ugh.
What does that say for his just what he meant to college football right now?
She's still winning. He's not even coaching.
All eight were.
All eight.
The last round, all 8 were his. So
that's crazy.
I think it shows that, and a lot, and even some of these guys were what they call rehab guys that went to him, and
Lane, Sark.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of top coaches in college football that went to him to be in coaching rehab. So
Bill, Brian,
I think Ford Clinic of college football, AJ. AJ, how many times did you hear this? And this is, I thought, was the ethos of Alabama football, and I think it was a clear indicator of what their philosophy was. I was watching this documentary on Nick Saban, and it was probably about 5 years after you graduated, and he's around the team. And he goes, hey, guys, I want you to know one thing. And everyone's sweating. He goes, you guys say to us, hey, coach, I'm to a point now with this drill. I'm always doing it right. He goes, yeah, great, guys. We're trying to get it to a point where you could never do it wrong. That's the philosophy.
And I'll be honest, AJ. I got a lot of, I got Sark and Lane coach for arguably the 2 greatest college football coaches ever, and Pete Carroll and Nick Saban. They got to shit or get off the pot. They got to win a national title.
Yeah, you said, fuck all the excuses, fuck all the bull. They got.
Dog, what did you take from these 2 cats? I mean, I'm just trying to figure it out. You keep getting there, and you figured out how Pete and Nick recruited. Okay, you guys got the little swag bag and know how to get kids.
To be fair to Sark, this was a disappointing year. The previous 2 years they were in the Final Four.
But I'm saying you got to win something.
Guys, there's something going on at Texas. They're drawing a line with some of the money. They're losing some key guys, and I've been reading. like they told Contravius Wisner, very good running backs at Florida State. I guess Wisner wanted $1 million deal, and I guess they only poor guy, $650,000. This poor kid's got to eat, man. Jeez.
How's he gonna afford his top? How you gonna afford his piece of rolls and top ramen noodles, Steve?
AJ, this is getting out of hand. I don't know. AJ, before you leave, AJ, I got to ask you something real quick. You're taking a head job. You're taking a head job, former NFL QB. There's rumors out there that Phillip Rivers is in consideration to become a head coach already.
Yeah.
Like, so listen. So you've never coached college or pro or anything until now, as far as NFL right out the gate. Do you think you can do it in the NFL level right out the gate without coaching? He coached high school. You've coached high school. You've coached your kids. You've coached all these other things. You've been around it. Is that just a trigger? Like flip the switch? All right, I can do it, or what?
Listen, I think that there's one position when it comes to coaching that has a step above everybody else that has no experience. It's the quarterback level. And people try to say, oh, well, you never coached before and blah, blah, blah. Brother, you're a coach on the field while you're playing.
Thank you, AJ. Thank you.
I got to know when to take timeouts. I got to know when to tell coach, hey, we got to push the tempo, or they're playing this coverage.
Thank you.
Or, hey, we need to be in trips, or let's change this to bunch and run this concept out of bunch instead, because the way they're playing cloud over here. Yep. They're playing quarters backside, or like you're a coach. And then when you're watching the game, you're paying attention as a quarterback because you want to see how the other quarterbacks do. So when you're standing on the sideline, you go through your film. Boom, I know I'm going to make corrections. Hey, we got to make a mic point backside on a stretch, or this is a C4. We're going Wanda can stretch this way. It's a C4 count. He's rolling down late. We got to bump it back this way. Like you know what the hell you're doing. So if there's one position that can do that, but I don't see Phillip leaving because of his son. His son's got one more year left in high school. And I think he wants to coach his son. But, yes, I do believe. And when you look at a lot of head coaches, how many head coaches are actually coaching something now? None. Compared to just being managers, right? Look at all of them, a ton of them. They don't call plays a lot of times. They don't call the defense. They don't call the offense. They're just managing the game, and you put it in the hands because you trust your assistants. So, therefore, like, yes, is he going to have input? Would you have input on offense, or if you're a defensive coach? Of course, but you got to know how to manage the game. I think, and it's not a knock on Dion or guys like him, but I think when you look
at Shaun,
when you look at Dion's, I think Dion's a hell of a coach, hell of a recruiter. But when I see a concern for him, I always pay attention to clock management. I think Colorado has blown a ton of clock management situations before halftime or late in the game. And that's where, because he's never played a position where as corner, you don't have to know that. You're not calling timeout. You're not having to see the clock. Like, so, yes, quarterback position's the easiest.
Thank you, AJ. That was beautifully said.
I think Deion's horrible, but yeah, I agree with everything else. Here's the thing. Here's an issue I have. Like, do you think that these guys can just get out of bed and do it and manage the whole thing, though, without having to actually, like, create a script or a schedule or manage a staff? Those things are going to be the part that I think is the most critical.
Well, it's from an NFL standpoint, right? It's how much power. I've been a part of organizations where the head coach is the GM. He has all the power from a roster movement standpoint, contracts, everything else. The GM's just the face. Then I've been a part of organizations where the head coach has no say whatsoever, and the turnover of the roster and who they get in free agency and all that is all on the GM. So it's also depends on how the organization is broken down, and do you trust your GM? Because I think it shows there's enough videos out there. There's a lot of GMs that are snakes and act like your best friend, and then behind your back, and then there's coaches on your staff that go to the GM and bad talk you as the head coach and try to slime their way in there to get your spot, right? So can you trust the people that you put around you? And then can you trust the guys that are above you from an organization standpoint? And that's the biggest factor in that.
Hey, we've had you guys
and all that. So
we've had you guys for an extended period. Before you guys get out of here one more time.
He said that 20 times.
Before we leave, hey,
before you go, Stan,
I'd be remiss if we didn't ask about any NFL. We got to ask a little NFL because we're going to end it with NFL. So we got to get you guys NFL take before Smitty and I go into NFL. AJ, first of all, are you shocked that Zach will return to Cincy with the GM? I know you said you weren't shocked. You thought he was coming back, so he is going to come back. It looks like. Steve, are you guys shocked in that move at all?
Well, the cynic in me says they're too cheap to get a more expensive coach or another option. But I'd make it clear to Zach, we are wasting the prime of Joseph Burrow. You got one more year here, and they got to beef up that defense. That team is so imbalanced in terms of its construction, but I'm not that surprised. If it is a cheaper option, that organization will always take it based on its history.
AJ, you played there. You played for Zach. You know the situation.
I'm not surprised because I like the talks we had earlier in the year, it comes down to what Joe is comfortable with. Especially if he's dealing with this mental stuff that he's got going on, you want him as comfortable as possible. So I think the concern for me from the Zach Taylor standpoint is the fact that I think he came out and said he's not firing anybody from a coaching staff standpoint. And when you look at that defense, you just fired your D coordinator last year, and he goes to Indy and fucking has a great year defensively for them. If I'm not wrong, right? So I think that's a concern. Where Cincinnati has to grow as a organization is from a scouting department. They have one of the smallest, if not the smallest, scouting departments in all of the NFL. And it's fine for back in the day. I think it's too much on Duke, Tobin, and those guys to where if they can grow and spend money on the back end of it and get more scouts and scouts they trust. The issue with the Brown family is they don't trust a lot of people. It's a mom and pop type ran organization. It's a small circle, which is fine, but you gotta widen the horizon. You gotta expand and start to bring more people in that you trust and grow that side of things. Because I think when you look at their scouting and their draft prospects and picks they've had in the last 5 years, they haven't worked out for them a lot of times. And that's an issue.
Both of you guys, what are you guys shocked about most on the firing? Stefanski, Atlanta,
Raheem.
Yeah.
I thought he deserved another year. There's been coaches that have done a lot less. They're able to keep their jobs a lot longer. I think Raheem deserves another shot. I was stunned. Look, it's not like they were good, but they weren't terrible. And if they get better quarterback play with some stability at that position, and to this day, I don't understand why you would sign a free agent quarterback that had some juice left and then draft one in the first round. I didn't understand that. I hope Raheem gets one more shot at this.
I'm hearing Titans already. We'll see.
My boy Cam. Okay.
Yeah, we'll see. AJ, I don't understand it, but I don't understand how you fire him. And if you started Kirk Cousins maybe 2 weeks prior, you're in the playoffs, and how Aaron Glenn still holds a position as head coach. I don't get it. If you fired, I'm just going back to Mayo. Like, you fired him after 1 year, man. I don't know if there's a Vrabel floating around to Smitty's point, but at the same time, I watch this team more than anybody because of Germaine. They're fucking horrible. It's the worst coach team I've ever seen. Like, seriously. Like, in all aspects.
This stat right here.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah.
I mean, that is insane to have a stat like that, and you're a defensive coach. That's a bad look. Raheem Morris should have kept his job. Shouldn't have been fired. You were competing still, almost basically maybe, or they were tied with the Carolina Panthers and the Bucks. Like, it's a shitty division, but you were competing in it. I think that's an example of like power between head coach and GM, right? Is he probably wanted Kirk Cousins, but then when it came to the draft, he had no choice. And the GM, that's a GM pick, and they wanted Michael Penix, and that's the route. And then it ends up not working out, right? Because you don't help your team. You're paying Kirk $100-something million. Like, what the hell are we doing? Why are we getting this guy in the first round?
Hey, Weddle and Raheem are close, and then Weddle said that. Weddle was like, dude, he wanted fucking Cousins to be the guy because he obviously paid him $160 million, right, Smitty?
$160 million.
Come on now. That shit to me is an automatic firing on both sides of it. So I don't know. Who's the best opening right now for you two guys, Steve and AJ? What job opening right here is the best? If I said the Giants earlier with Smitty, we broke it all down based on city, taxes, everything, AJ, goes into this location,
food.
New York, you got kind of shitty weather in the winter, and you got a media market that's #1 in the world as far as just on your ass.
I said Atlanta, but the Giants is probably overall
I think from offensively, just the promise you have in Jackson Dart, but can you get a guy in there? You got to get a guy that is an offensive-minded guy, I think, to keep that makes Jackson Dart comfortable. You can't go in and change schemes on this kid and make him learn a whole new style of offense and expect him to be a good player. And then you got to have somebody that can teach him how to play the game not so recklessly, from taking care of his body. But I think when you look at the team aspect of it, I like the Falcons. I think they're in the hunt to win that division. I think when you compare them to the other teams, the Bucks have kind of fallen off. What's going to happen with them? They're getting older in certain spots. I think the Falcons have a good combo of core players, and I find a way, if I'm a coach there, to trade Penix and sign a free agent guy and keep Kirk to be my starter and try to get something back, whether it's a draft pick or something, because I think you could trade Penix to the Raiders. I think you could trade him to the Cardinals. I think there's other teams out there and teams in this deal with head coach openings that would take him, and you could get a trade off of that because quarterback play is just that bad in the league as a whole. I mean, you look at the Chiefs, like, ooh. So
AJ, to your point, let's say Penix goes to the Raiders. I actually like that idea because now you have the #1 pick. And I don't know if Fernando Mendoza is that Andrew Luck, John Elway level prospect. That's surefire #1. So if I'm the Raiders, and me and Eric Weddle agree, I Jimmy Johnson 89 this thing. I completely gut it, go ground zero, and realize how bad we are. So if you get Penix, you have a pretty good young quarterback. We got to put parts around him. You have Brock Bowers, right? But that's about it. So if you have the #1,
I still like Genty. I like Genty if you shore up the O-line.
Yeah, if you get a better O-line. So you have him for next 3 years. So if you have the #1 pick, you could dangle that out and auction that off for multiple picks, right? But I would insist I got to get a top 10 pick back as part of the package. Then you have Max Crosby. You put him up. Now you can begin the process of truly rebuilding and understanding we are bad and we know it. Chicago Bears it. Right. I think the Falcons are very close to winning. So obviously, and AJ, to your point, if Malik Neighbors is healthy and Cam Scatterbo is healthy, you got some pretty decent parts in New York, actually.
Defensively, I think they're strong.
Pass rushers.
Yeah. Hey guys, we held you long enough. Appreciate you
One
guys.
more thing. No, I'm just playing.
Legends. I cannot
Legends
wait
Saturday.
to go there. That used to be owned by Dennis Hara, great Miami Hurricane of the 70s, 5-time Pro Bowler with my Rams. Cannot wait to be out there.
No doubt. We got the thumbnail out there, or we got the graphic made. Willie McGinnis, part owner of that place, will be there Saturday.
Right on.
AJ will be getting quarterbacks and shit.
I'll be tuned in though. We'll have the podcast on. You already know that.
Hell yeah. Much love. Appreciate you guys. Steve, travel safe. AJ, travel safe. We'll see you
AJ, see you around, buddy.
Yep. Peace.
All right, brother. AJ,
Man, clap it up for AJ and Steve. They was on for damn near 2 hours. Show basically done. We went over every single topic on the rundown. They were champions. They were bosses about it. They didn't rush us. Answered every question. I mean, it's a hell of a show. It's a hell of a show, man, that you guys are getting. And for you guys to not member up and to not hit the like button,
Crazy.
that's
Crazy.
the part, right? It's crazy. Almost unbelievable at this point.
Crazy.
But shout out to Mike Bunny for the super sticker, though. I appreciate you. Mike Bunny's probably the biggest supporter of the show. The cat sent me $500 to just go to JB's house. He offered me $1,000 if the Colts would have won last week. They fucked me. He's always giving out memberships, super stickers. Mike Bunny, I don't know what he does for his career, but he's a bad boy, and we appreciate him for this show.
Then we got to invite him out to the boat.
Yeah, no, seriously.
We're going to do some, fan stuff this spring.
You got to unblock him, too, by the way.
I don't know how to do that.
Okay.
So that's still going to be a process for me.
Well, it's been a 3-year process, so you got to figure it out.
I don't know how to do it.
I've never blocked Bundy. That's why he looks out for me.
Right. I just don't get it. I don't know why you put your Venmo out there again, but I seen your Venmo in the chat.
Really?
Yeah. So it's weird.
Hold on. Hey, it's weird. I don't know how that keeps popping up because I'm hands free, so I don't know. But I mean, the Venmo is there, but I don't know why I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't get it, but it is what it is.
Shout out to Ruben. I ain't seen my dog Ruben in a minute. Shout out to Ruben.
He can't come Saturday. So
why you so sad? Like you like a little boy who like their favorite cousin they hang out with, but their cousin got to go home now. Been there all weekend. You sad as shit. Like that's how you sound right now.
Yeah. Ruben had to change the headlight in his car and damn near blew up his car.
Really?
His truck? Yeah.
Well, Ruben can't really walk. Ruben fucked up. He walked like this. Yeah. He literally walks like this, y'all.
Pete Carroll.
Worse.
Yeah. Fucking Biden.
He's kind of healthy a little bit.
Yeah, Biden. Crazy. LSU 5-star O lineman.
What happened?
Has gone to Ole Miss.
Hey, Ole Miss damn near might be like the factory, homie. They might be like Lane
Golden.
Might have ignited something.
Hey, Golden. He's like, they like him, homie.
They like Golden. Ole Miss fuck it. We gonna put even more money into the NIL to show Lane Kiffin what he missed.
Yeah.
If they win this, if they end up winning this thing, how big of a storyline would that be if Ole Miss wins the whole thing?
It's going to be big. We're going to break that down this week because we got a lot to discuss on Underdog. We're going to give us our picks tomorrow and Thursday. But here's the thing about it. I'm going to rock with, I think Miami and Oregon are going to play in the title game.
Nah, Oregon's not beating IU. No way.
I think they do, man. I think this is the year Lanning should have get off the pot as well. He has to win a game that means something.
IU's too disciplined, bro. I played against these type of disciplined teams, even in high school, where it's you look across the field. They got some talent for sure, but you be man to man.
The way they dominated, they dominated that Texas Tech team, dog. I think their confidence is at an all-time high right now on defense, and Lanning's a defensive guy. That defense is rolling. Taj Lupoy's a great guy too. He's going to Cal, great defensive guy too. They got two guys that are again.
IU held Bama to 3? 7? Whatever. I can't remember the score. It wasn't shit.
Oh, no, I get it.
But IU defense is nasty, too.
No, I get it. That's what I'm saying. I just think it's going to be a low-scoring affair.
They got the better quarterback, too, Mendoza.
I don't know if it's better. Dante Moore is a more talented kid.
I said
better. Talent.
Better, though.
But talent, like Chambliss, in a playoff scenario, will be the one that beats you, not the guy that's the system guy. We saw that with Jalen Hurts. We've seen the system guy get one and get over the hump. We get it. It happens every so often. I don't know if Mendoza's the system guy that can beat a great defense with a talented quarterback on the other side who's going to make some plays with his feet. I listen.
We keep questioning IU and Mendoza every single week. We question them because
I have to. I'm obligated
because we see the logo IU. We see the logo and it's hard for us to believe what our eyes are showing us.
I'm obligated.
Every week he proves you wrong.
I'm obligated at this point because I was talking shit about Indiana last week.
Yeah, you was.
So I'm all in. I got to go Oregon. And then if Indiana wins again, I got to go whoever they play again. So I got to keep going, and then hopefully Indiana wins for your sake. I'm actually giving you.
So what if IU wins the whole thing, goes undefeated? What's your excuse going to be then?
Nothing. I'll say you're welcome. I got you to win in Indiana. By shitting on them, get you going. See what I mean?
Kudos to my state, 100%. I have a lot of homies, a lot of friends that went to IU. My little sister literally goes to IU. So shout out to all that. Like, shout out to the fact that there's Warren Central Warriors on that roster. I'm always root for my people in the Indiana homegrown talent that plays for IU. But I didn't go to IU. We beat them and stormed their field. So, like, you keep saying, y'all, I'm not a part of IU, but I am happy for my state and my hometown. That's where I'm at with it. So I don't really give a fuck.
NFL-wise, though, I just got to ask you, this playoff, I don't know if we have a playoff screen or picture.
I'm not going to answer the question, but you can answer me.
But which wild card team out there stands out to you? Let's just go by conference. AFC first. What wild card team sticks out to you?
Oh, okay. Who's the wild card?
So Denver's the bye. Everyone else is playing. So does New England, does the Chargers, does Jacksonville, does Houston? Who sticks out to you that can actually go on a run and play for a Super Bowl? That's a wild card team.
The Jags are the hottest team, I think, right now.
Them in Houston, 9 wins. Houston's 9
yeah,
wins.
but like Houston's hot too. But like to me, the Jags look better than Houston though, all around, across the board. I think Houston's defense is phenomenal, but that offense, I don't think they have the offense to win it unless like something changes and like CJ like turns it on another notch. I don't see their offense being good enough to win it all. The Jags offense and the way Trevor Lawrence is playing, and all those weapons he has around him, and Brian Thomas Jr. and ETN and their defense is playing, like they have the team to do it. The question that we got to get answered is, can they play the same way under pressure when it means the most, when it matters the most? That's the big difference. When those lights come on and everybody watching you and you know it's win or go home, everybody can't handle that pressure. We've seen that on the NFC side, which we'll get to with like Sam Darnold last year, like 14 games, shits the bed in the playoffs. I'm curious to see how the Seahawks do in the playoffs. They have the teams to do it, like talent-wise, but can they get over that mental hump of like pushing all the way through?
You know, the crazy part is the last 6 weeks, Jacksonville's number one in offense and defense.
That's what I'm saying. They're rolling. Hey, hypothetically, because I can't remember how bad the injury was. Hypothetically, if the Jags went on like a deep run, made like the AFC Championship, Super Bowl, is there any shot for Travis to play or not? I can't remember what the injury was.
I don't think so. People forgot about him.
I forgot too. No, it's crazy. He's been hurt for a minute. I can't remember what it was.
He's a bust. People forget about bust. So yeah, I don't think he's a factor at all. I mean, he's a bust. They actually got better when he left. So I don't know. Just throw that out there. The Chargers, do they have a shot at beating New England at all?
No.
Houston. Their defense travels. That defense is legitimate. I think it's the best
Houston
defense.
about to lose, man. I'm telling y'all right now. If y'all try to make some money, well, I got to be careful on YouTube.
Smitty.
Houston about to lose.
Pittsburgh is the, let's be honest, go through the list. Pittsburgh's the least, I guess, like explosive team in this whole thing.
Watch how they show up in the playoffs. Just watch, bro. I'm telling you, TJ Watt is back. He got that last game under his belt to kind of get back in the groove of things. Watch how he impacts the game. Watch how these old heads, the Jalen Ramsey, how they turn up a notch knowing it's playoff time. I'm telling you, I saw the post game. I saw the emotions, the reaction, the connection between the team. It's an energy. It's not about talent. I'm not stupid. I know the Texans are a better team on paper, 100%. But in the playoffs, fuck all that. It's win or go home. They got a lot of veterans on that team that care a lot about what the fuck is going on, and they know this is like the last fucking inkling of a chance that a lot of these veterans have of doing anything. I've seen these type of teams go on a run, and I'm telling you right now, the Pittsburgh Steelers are about to go on a run. When they upset the Texans, I want all y'all to send me $1,000 on Venmo when that happens.
I can see this take, and we replay this take and the receipt, and Kevin the Trucker takes it and like makes a whole fucking thing out of it. When Texas just beats the shit out of them. Listen, I like CJ and all that, and Tank's there and all that shit, but like
CJ's young, he has a whole career to win. You know.
Yeah. You think Aaron Rodgers returns already because they made the playoffs, or do you think this game depends on his return? Or should he return?
You asked me 3 different questions. Do I think he's already returned?
Answer every one of them in order. Go.
Do I think he's already made a decision on his return? No. Do I think he should return? I think it depends on what happens in his playoff. If what I say is true, I think he should return. And what was your last question?
That was it.
No, that was 3.
They are at home though.
I know.
So that's
what I'm saying, bro. It's about did you see how loud it was Sunday? The Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh Steelers, they fans are crazy. They show up. It's gonna be sold out, black and yellow towels everywhere, screaming. You think TJ Watt and that D line ain't gonna feed off that energy? What's Buddy name? The leader, the captain, the nose tackle. You think they're not about to feed off that energy? Mike Tomlin, that pregame speech, he gonna say to that team? Are you kidding me? I know you feeling what I'm saying. The more I'm saying,
there's some interesting money to be made here. Like it's interesting because if you hit the right shit, you could probably make a lot of.
And I'm about to do.
There's a lot of shit cracking here. A lot of weird scenarios here. I think the Rams blow the fucking doors off of the Carolina Panthers. I think it's going to be the worst beating in a long time.
I'm not even like. I mean, we're gonna be at the game because we're doing our live show. But I'm not gonna be like, I'm really just there just to get drunk and have fun with the homies. That game is gonna be a blowout.
If it's a struggle, I'm gonna be hot.
I'm gonna be embarrassed for you.
The struggle will be a better show probably on Patreon. So member up on Patreon now because that's where the stream will be.
I think it'll be a great show regardless.
I'm gonna be hot though if it's a struggle. So the Niners got fucked, and I think the Eagles fucked themselves by not trying to secure that 2 seed.
Yeah.
And remember, people don't remember. Chicago went into Philly and beat Philly this year. So, this is going to be interesting on that Frisco-Philly game. I think that's the worst possible matchup for Frisco. I think Philly feared the Rams going there because the Rams want to get over that hump finally and beat their motherfucking ass after 3 years in a row. So I think, or 3 games in a row, I think the Frisco matchup is the worst because the Eagles defense is lights out right now as well.
That's the only thing that's scared because Frisco, they could be. I don't really trust Philly right now, but it's just the Frisco, all the injuries and then the way the defense has been looking.
Well, I told you they're one and done. I told you that.
Tough. You told me that. I ain't think they were gonna play Philly first.
Don't matter. I told you they were one and done.
Tough for me.
Don't matter. I told you they were one and done.
I don't trust Philly, but I think Philly's a little bit more together.
The fact is, though, the Niners are one and done. That's the fact.
You're not gonna play Philly though. They're playing the
reigning
Super Bowl champions.
We keep moving the goalposts, but the bottom line is that I said the Niners are gonna lose.
They're playing arguably the best team in the NFC, arguably.
No, they don't like that, but I said first one and done. But one and done is all I said.
I mean, but I know, but matchups matter.
It don't matter. One and done don't matter.
If the Cards went another way and they're playing the Panthers, you wouldn't be saying that. You know what I'm saying? So kudos to you for being lucky.
I wouldn't be saying that. One and done is what the Niners are going to do.
So you're saying the Niners will play the Panthers, you would have the Panthers win the game. No,
here's the issue I have.
You're a liar.
The most intriguing game, though, is the team that's going to play each other for the 3rd time this year. And is Caleb going to be able to get a playoff win at home against the arch nemesis? That's the game because there's a lot of smart money going on the Packers because of Caleb's horrible 3 quarters every game, but then he's Superman in the 4th. Can that defense sustain? Love hasn't played in a while. He hasn't played well. And then can Chicago run the football with Swift and those boys up front and dominate like they have all year, having the 2nd leading rushing offense in football? Can the Bears dominate the line of scrimmage against the Packers? That's what it's going to come down to. And Rio's going to be very upset when the Packers beat them in Chicago this weekend. So
one of my best takes this year was my prediction of the Bears being a lot better than a lot of you fans, and nobody's thought they would be. I mean, I got the Bears winning this game. It's going to be a close one, physical. This is a rivalry match.
How far can the Bears go? If they get past Green Bay.
I got them losing 2nd round, but you sound like you got them playing Philly, and you said they beat Philly. So I don't know what you're saying with that statement. But
they'd be at home.
I got them losing against Philly, though, or whoever wins that. Philly. Yeah, I got Philly winning that. So I got Philly beating the Bears.
Interesting. What's shitty is the Rams win. They're gonna have to play Seattle again.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. We'll dominate them.
Yeah,
I'm
what
just
that's
saying.
I was trying. See,
No.
I mean, catching him slipping, but JB good at bouncing back. He slipped and he bounced back.
No, my point is, I hate to see, because I'm a West guy, I hate to see that Seattle, the ones he's not going to win a playoff game this year. So that's what sucks for them and Sam Darnold, because I'm a Sam Darnold guy. But again, they're not going to win one game this year. So that's what's shitty about it. That's what's shitty. That's what's shitty about it, Max Hess.
Good. Hey, can me and you go to Seattle and watch the Rams a game though?
Possibly.
That's
hit up, Rich.
Let's
hit it, Rich. Sam Darnold beating the Rams.
Man, you pull up too,
twice. Beating the Rams twice.
That would be kind of heavy.
Literally, Stafford dominates Seattle. Like that's what it goes. That's what happened.
So you're saying it's gonna be belt's ass?
Yeah, I think
we better stop overlooking them Panthers because they hearing everything you saying right now. The Panthers ain't been in the playoffs since before Bailey was born. The whole crowd gonna be there. It's sold out. It's gonna be loud as hell. Carolina, they're gonna be drunk.
Quick's there.
Turkey leg. Who?
Huh?
Jake Delhomme gonna be there. Motherfucker, Steve Smith. Cam gonna pull up.
Sheena Quick.
It's gonna be Sheena Quick gonna be there for sure. You know what I mean? Dressed up, nails, all that.
Probably 3 technique.
Dude gonna be on the horse doing this. What's his name? The country wide receiver. You know, one thing I want to shout out to the.
I just want to see what Sheena wears on the sideline. I'm just curious of what she's gonna wear, like Panthers gear or whatever. Huh?
Why?
Huh?
Shout out to T-Mac, man. Like, he's been a bad boy this year at the receiver position. I know everybody had questions about, during the draft. You remember that story came out or about
Ibuka? What's the name of Ibuka?
Mika Ibuka had a crazy year, yeah.
Those two are rookie of the year wideout battling back for the most receptions and yards.
T-Mac became he's been everything that was predicted, But I remember during the draft, a story came out that he was playing video games too much and didn't watch the film or something like that, and everybody was concerned. Man, forget all that. He's a gamer. Go out there and play.
These kids take that now. They take Madden and shit, and they put it on the field. Like that's what they do. That's their thing now.
That's their film.
Because these younger kids now, it's weird. That's their thing though. So shout out to him. Cali kid, another Cali kid. Shout out to Servite High. My boy coached him over here at Servite.
Somebody in the comments, somebody in our private chat said Seahawks don't lose an NFC championship. But the problem is they got to get there, though.
Yeah, they're not going to make it past the Rams.
Which means they got to beat the Rams to get there. Yeah. That's the only issue.
Bailey, did Fafita at Arizona, the quarterback, enter the portal?
Fafita.
That was T-Mac's high school quarterback. I like him a lot. I think he's pretty good at Arizona. I don't know if he's going. I don't know if he entered the portal or not.
Fulfill the fish.
a lot of quarterbacks in the portal right now.
Fulfill the fish.
A lot of quarterbacks in the portal. 5,700 kids in the portal. So it's like wild. So
what was those plants back in the days that it used to be on commercial? You could buy it. It's like a little face, and like the hair would grow out of it.
Chia pet.
Chia pet. Chia. I couldn't think of the. Okay, there you go.
Yeah. Smitty, with some weird shit going on is
what's going on?
Russell Wilson has a parting gift for the Giants.
Russell was a parting gift for the Giants in the form of an inevitable NFL investigation regarding an undisclosed grade 2 hamstring tear. He says he suffered on the last play of practice before the week 2 game in Dallas. He's suing him? Play this video, homie.
Oh yeah, I'm not blinking. I know I'm capable of. I think I showed that in Dallas, and I want to be able to do that again. And just be ready to rock and roll and be as healthy as possible and be ready to play ball. I played that game. I tore my hamstring on Friday in practice, the last play of practice, and I had a grade 2. I couldn't tell anybody. I had to go play on it just because I knew the circumstance. I had to play on it, and no matter what, I actually ended up going to the Dallas Mavericks facility training, and kept it quiet, just tried to get treatment on it, and just knowing that I probably couldn't run from the goal line to the 10-yard line if I wanted to, but I feel like I got to play this game.
What?
You tell me. So for clarity, Russell Wilson has a parting gift for the Giants in the form of an inevitable NFL investigation regarding an undisclosed grade 2 hamstring tear. So he goes on here, does a video at the end of the year, and puts out private information publicly.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a Russ guy. I loved him. I thought for about 7 to 8 years he was a top 5 NFL quarterback. He sustained it for a long time. He went to 2 Super Bowls. He won 1, should have won 2. I thought he was great.
He's Bailey's GOAT.
I thought he was great. Here's the issue. At some point, you age quicker than some of your counterparts. And you age quicker because you say certain shit or do certain shit that kind of like exhausts people. And it exhausts the players. And you never really hear too many former teammates speak too highly of them. And I think he's exhausted his time in the NFL. And I don't know if there's a roster out there that's willing to accept Russell Wilson at this point. That's the issue. And I think at some point you have to face yourself in the mirror and look at yourself in the mirror and just say, Russ, you're not that motherfucker no more. You're not that guy no more.
It's hard to do, man.
And you can't go and be a backup anymore. Like you might as well retire at that point. Because you're not a roster guy, Smitty. You're not a locker room guy. You're known as a weirdo. Fuck. That's like kind of what it is. And that's the issue. Like when you're a weirdo fucking quarterback, it's like having like Michael Sam in the locker room. But go ahead, Smitty.
Well, that kind of threw me for a loop. I want to ask you a question, man. You brought up a good point that I think all greats have to face. Tell us, what was the moment in your career as a coach where you had to look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself that you're not him anymore? Like what was that moment as a coach in your career where you had to tell yourself?
I'm not even 50 yet, so like I never hit that wall yet. I can still coach right now, easy, and I don't have to read off a script or nothing. I can go in there, boom, I know everything. So I, as a coach, it's not relevant because I can't. I haven't hit that. So, and I haven't coached in years.
And
so like,
okay, have you had to do that in any category of your life as a
blackballed
as a pimp, as a
blackballed by Netflix
player, as a coach, as a
I've been blackballed. Go ahead.
Has there been any category in your life where you had to look at yourself in the mirror?
Motherfucker ran a pedo ring and still coaching. Motherfucker got a pedo ring and still coaching. Huh? No, I'm saying I got blackballed. There's guys that ran like pedo rings and they're still coaching. But
they say if you don't use it, you lose it. Though you haven't coached in over 5 years, there's no way that you're the same guy right now.
They also say like it's like riding a bike. So you just get back on it and boop, boop, boop.
The problem is that things have changed so much in the last 5 to 10 years. It's been so much. Like when you coach compared to now, it's night and day.
I'm from a generation, Smitty. Where like we used to brand ourselves with like branding things. Like
I remember that. Yeah, the cute dogs, they do that all the time.
Yeah, we took like cigarettes and like put them on our fucking faces and shit, just like to challenge ourselves. Like we used to drink out of garden hoses. You guys drink out of bottles?
No, we did garden. Come on now.
We used to change the oil and the brakes ourselves, and then if we didn't get it done by the age 10, our daddy would like beat our fucking asses.
I didn't do that.
If we came home late from like the street lights, past the street lights, we got our fucking asses whipped.
Me too.
You guys are allowed to. You guys now tell the parents what to do.
Not you
guys.
Like,
we're from a different era, so like our era figures it out. We're the figure it out era.
Okay.
You guys have like been beneficial from social media and being able to go on YouTube like we are right now and getting money and
you keep saying you guys. Can you be more clear on that?
Your generation, like what's the generation? Do you know how the gays created like these names? Like
the current generation,
Boomer, X, Z. What's the name of our generation?
Is it Gen Z?
I don't know. That's the thing.
I think the people I think that's Bailey and them. But just for clarity, you keep saying y'all. So like,
we're not Gen Z.
No, not you. It's about under us.
What am I though?
You're a Generation X.
I don't know the difference. I don't know when the gays put that in.
I'm pretty sure you're at the very beginning of Generation X. So above you are the baby boomers. You are a young Generation X. You're
I think I'm a boomer. I think I'm a millennial. I think
No,
I'm a
you're
boomer.
not a boomer. Your parents are boomers.
No.
Yes, they are. Your parents are the boomers.
You guys created that name, though.
No,
Our parents were nothing.
Your
Our parents were
parents are
nothing.
the baby boomers. Your parents were the ones who had all the fucking kids. My grandma and them, they had all the kids.
What was the one before my parents then?
I don't know that one. I can't remember.
Because there was no name. You're just making up shit.
No, there is a name, but I'm saying it's baby boomers.
Y'all named them though. Y'all named it though.
I'm a millennial. Then there's Gen Z, and now it's some new shit like Gen R.
Can we come up to an agreement? Y'all created this dumb shit. We didn't. We didn't, Smitty, I promise you, we didn't go around and say, we're baby boomer. Never even heard of these names till when I was at Indy. I heard the names.
You guys are stupid.
No, because you guys are gay. The gays created these names. They started tagging names. That's why y'all came up with pronouns and shit. We didn't have names.
You bring up gay more than gay people bring up gay. You start making me a little nerd.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this though.
I don't like them. We didn't have.
My thing is this. My thing is this.
Oh,
my generation
we didn't have
way more educated than your generation. That's a fact. My generation much more educated than your generation. That's an actual fact. So we're a lot smarter than y'all. So y'all had to work harder. Because y'all had to go. We're smarter than y'all.
But we didn't have names though.
We're smarter than y'all. Can you admit that?
We're going back to the names.
You admit it, we're smarter than y'all. Yes or no?
No, you're not. You're dumb as fucking rock.
Come on, man. Stop. Listen,
Shitty,
I will admit that you
haven't
like work harder
created
than us. I will admit
anything.
that.
Here's the
we smarter
timeout.
than y'all.
No, you're not. You haven't. What have you created? What have you invented?
Jason, hold on, time out, homie.
Hold on, homie. You've invented.
Before y'all doing this shit, y'all was born in the fucking 60s and 70s. Y'all,
you took what we created. Did y'all create a computer? Did y'all create a computer or a phone or anything?
We created AI.
Did y'all create a car?
AI.
Smitty, you just took what we created and ran with it.
That's
you
what
haven't
everybody
invented
does. What the fuck are you
haven't
talking about?
invented nothing. You haven't invented nothing. I understand Indiana is like the meth capital of the world, and you motherfuckers are really dumb as shit, and you don't realize that you haven't invented shit. We invented everything.
Homeless out here or
to our daily
anybody else. Y'all got different drugs out here, so stop talking about drugs.
Unless you go back to like aliens invading, architecture,
I don't believe in that.
Is us. Creation of actual modern fucking architecture.
You created architecture?
Besides the fucking Model T and Model A fucking car, right? Besides the combustion engine and fucking wagon, we've upgraded and created the motor that you know today.
And we created it and upgraded that.
Y'all took the gay Elon Musk of the world, took it and added electric cars. You didn't invent a whole new concept. You just took
guys didn't either. Everybody takes the previous thing and adds to it. What are you talking about? That's life.
I mean, you have. I'm still asking you a question. What have you invented organically, brand new from scratch?
What did you guys invent organic from scratch with no backing? With no backing.
Cell phones.
With no backing. Homie, we had a phone already. Homie, what are you talking about? There was a phone.
Excuse me. Computers, cell phones. What do you mean? What have we created?
We created the internet.
Jets.
We created the internet. What are you talking about? The thing that we're using today, the biggest thing in the world, millennials, homie.
Who do you think created the most powerful armed forces in the world? Who do you think created that?
iPods, iPhones, fucking streaming, smart TVs, smartphones. All this shit is my era, homie.
Smitty, you took it off of what we created, a TV. What are you talking about?
You said cell phone, like mother didn't have phones.
That we had no idea about that we use today. Give me something you've done.
We had cordless phones before the cell phone. So what are you talking about?
You keep going back to what we invented. You still haven't told me one thing that
you invented. We're doing the same shit right now.
No, we're not. We actually invented the cell phone.
Homie, but hold on. But listen what you're saying. Listen, JB. You said that what did we invent with no backing? I'm saying we had cordless phones and shit already out. So when you made a cell phone, it wasn't that big of a deal. It was another extension of that. It wasn't a big deal.
Smitty, you haven't invented anything. I've asked you 20 times. You haven't told us one thing you've invented. We've invented everything you use. It's a runoff, spinoff of something we created.
Everybody does that.
The one thing you guys have created, I give it to you.
I already saw the comment. Good job, Chris. Like, what? I'm not. Don't even say it.
I swear to God, I didn't see it. What'd she see?
Yes, you did.
I'm gonna go back. I'm going back right now to see it.
No, go ahead and say it because I know you're gonna say. I'm not. I do this TV shit at a high level.
Where did she say? Oh, more genders. I didn't see that, but I was gonna say y'all invented transgenders. That's all I was gonna
Anyway.
say. I didn't see it. The more
Anyway,
she's
not my
right,
generation
she's right
at all.
though. Y'all did invent
Half the
pronouns.
stuff you listed earlier, you said we drink out the water hose. We did that. Come inside before the street lights. We did that. Have that shit. My generation, me. I'm talking about people. Listen, when I say my generation, I'm talking about.
Are you listening to yourself?
30 to like 42-year-olds. That range.
Are you listening to yourself?
What?
So wait up. You said we did that. You mentioned this. We did that. You're doing what we did and invented. Are you not listening to what I'm asking you? What have you invented, homie?
Beginning of the conversation now. I'm flipping the conversation. We're not talking about inventions no more. I'm saying
it don't matter. All you did was copycatted us. Is what I'm saying.
Your conversation. No.
You copycatted.
Save the conversation. Go back to the beginning of the conversation. Fuck inventions, because neither one of us have named anything that anybody.
You know what you created? You created those gay slurp cups, the water bottles.
Everything that somebody invents, chat. You have something before that to help you come up with the idea to add to it. That's what you do. So what JB saying is, it sounds ridiculous, number one. Number two, going back to the beginning of the conversation, fuck inventions. We're talking about lifestyle. You were talking about naming how your generation, how y'all grew up. I'm saying my generation, we played outside. We had to come in with the street lights hit. We got our ass beat. We had to we fucking played football in the streets and played soccer football in the actual street. We grew up fighting and was not shooting. I had a life before the internet or before social media, and then like all that shit. We did it. My generation. You're mixing me up with fucking 20-year-olds today. It's night and day, Jason. We're not the same. Golly, that shit annoying. I need a cigarette.
That's weird. Invented cigarettes. Like, it's unbelievable. Cigars. Like, we can invent everything.
Y'all not smarter than us. We're way more educated. Our generation went to college. We have way more college graduates than your generation. That's a fact. Our generation has made way more money than your generation. That's a fact. And at the end of the day, y'all can't beat our ass.
Can we do fact of the day?
Yep.
Which is going to hype you up. Or stat of the day? Do stat of the day. Do we have a stat of the day thing? The Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't think you knew this, because that means you did extra work, and I don't think you did that to prepare today on this show. So I think you kind of fucked me daily. But at the end of the day, I think stat of the day is going to help you and make you very happy. The Pittsburgh Steelers have won 23 consecutive Monday Night Football games at home. Fuck! 23 home straight Monday night games?
I try to tell you, homie. At some point, you got to learn how to listen.
So you knew that?
They don't lose on Monday night.
So you knew that?
Yes.
You beat a lie detector test right there. You would have beat a lie detector test. I beat them before a lot of times. You would have beat one, because you have to actually believe yourself.
Yeah.
To get through to the lie detector test. And I beat it in federal court of law. So I get it. So like you literally just lied, and everyone has to believe it, because boom, yes. You said it right away. That's a great job.
You want to know why I know, though? The reason why I know is because like earlier this season, they had a Monday night game against somebody, and they brought this up. They brought this shit up. So that's why I knew that. So, like I said, they're going to win. I know I don't know what I can say on the betting side, but lean Steelers heavily, y'all.
Isaiah Place, you're Dick Peter?
Whoever that said, JB Damn couldn't even drop me the credit. Cold world.
Are you Dick Peter on Twitter? I don't get it.
Been a good show, man. What you got going on the rest of the day?
Nothing. I got some new merch out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, look at that hood. That sweater. It's not a hoodie. It's a sweater.
Oh, the long sleeve sweater with the logo on the elbow?
Yeah, but then we're on the back on the boat, me and you.
Oh, that picture.
Yeah, I cropped out the background. You can't really see it on this, but
yeah.
But the mug, I don't know if you click the mug. Oh, you can't show it. We got to show the mug.
It's a screenshot. It's not the web.
Yeah. There's no way to. Can we share the website, Smitty or Bailey?
It might be doing too much at this hour at 9 a.m. It might take a while.
Nah, it's easy. Let me show you right now. Oh yeah, I could do it, Bailey. Real quick, easy. Watch this.
While you're looking at that, chat, man, hit that like button. How many likes we got, chat? I never know. Are we at 1,000? We better be at 1,000. That's the end of the show. Eddie Minnie would have said, "You owe me some merch, Coach JB."
I haven't seen Eddie anywhere there in 6 to 8 months.
He said, "You owe him."
Never said Bailey, can you show us Bailey right now?
Yeah, you gotta give him a second.
Look at that. See that mug, homie?
Oh, it's the baby picture, homie.
The baby mug, homie.
Oh, that's hard.
Hey, it's crazy. I haven't even promoted it. I snuck it onto the website last night, and it sold 4 already.
I made that logo for you. You welcome.
And then this white one right here with the white girl, like she's holding a baby.
Yeah.
This one right here is also it's a wild picture. Wild marketing.
She's so pale.
But it's a white mug with it.
Like deaf.
Yeah,
That's
like a white.
hard.
I'll hit probably. If you got any ass at all, I'd hit.
You look horrible. But yeah, that's damn, that's hard.
This one right here. Let's see if you can see the back. See the picture?
Is that's us on the yacht that day. It was freezing cold. We had the hats on.
Yeah. I don't like Trey Lance modeling my shit. But
it just showing you that men and women can both wear it, which is good for the marketing.
Yeah, but you got to see the front. See, I got the new Coach JB Show logo on the front, and then on the back is this picture, and then the JB on the side. So I've ordered a few just to get us some new shit. You know what I mean? That's all.
It's down there cool. I saw you gotta be careful with your screenshot. I saw you had a Pornhub tab up top, so just be careful. Next time you screenshot, just exit that out next time. Yeah,
definitely. Appreciate it.
No problem.
I don't know how to do all that, so
I always got your back. You gotta be
I
careful.
don't have anything to hide, so I just show whatever I have. Because if
but you don't want people knowing your business. You don't want to have a Pornhub and you had a Reddit tab. I saw you don't want to have certain things like that up there, knowing that you was like being your meat last night.
I don't have to worry. I just do shit because I don't have to worry about that type of shit because I don't do that weirdo shit.
Yeah.
So like that's kind of where I don't have to worry about that. So respectfully.
Just be careful though. Just be careful.
No, I hear you. I thought about it late. I was like,
I'm always like trying to look out for you, homie. That's what I always do. I try to make sure before you put information out there that's legit. Like, I'm a real homie.
I do that every day. Shout out to
Legend,
Willie
y'all. This Saturday, man, we're gonna be there early. Y'all get there at 12 p.m. Some of my friends, I'm gonna have them pull up. We got a special guest as you see on the screen, Steve Kim, Shaun King, man. It's gonna be crazy, man. Willie McGinnis gonna be there. Marcellus might pull up. I'm gonna see if one of the TJs want to pull up. And at the end of the day, it's gonna be me and JB. Come meet us, come take pictures. We'll sign some autographs for a fee. There's no tickets at the door. Just show up, pull up. It's great food there. They have one of the best salads you'll be able to have. Their wings, they got bacon jalapeno wrap poppers, all types of margaritas, wines, and drinks. So come there, have a good time. Come meet us. Respect everybody who's there. If we have family and friends there, show nothing but respect. And or you will get your ass kicked. There will be security there as well. And JB will be coming to bring his weapon. So just want to make that clear. But other than that, it's gonna be a good time, all positivity. Our show's gonna be on all the screens, and we're taking over Long Beach, y'all. Legends this Saturday.
Leah's coming out, so it'd be fire.
My wife pulling up, so I don't need none of the hoes need to be there.
None of the who?
No, I was saying my wife is gonna be there. I don't need none of y'all females being there acting like weird and shit. So, or if y'all gonna be there, don't be there. I know y'all fans of me on the show. I know I look good. I know I have the $1 million smile. Don't be in there trying to flirt with me in person and shit, getting me in trouble at home. I got a peaceful home, a loving home. So if y'all there, come say hi. Quick little half hug. We'll sign autograph. We keep it pushing. So
I'm gonna have bitches there and still like try to fuck something new.
I guarantee you won't.
So I don't know.
We'll make a side bet.
I'm not married, respectfully, so I guess that's different.
If you're able, if you get 3 or more numbers from hoes there,
what are we like 8?
Let's take it back. Let's take it back.
I gotta get a number now.
You know why it's important though? Because I'm glad you said that.
You've actually been with me and you've lied on the show several times today when you said I had no hoes. You've been with me and I've got numbers.
That's when I said that like 4 hours ago, that's still like holding real estate in your mind. Like that really
I didn't even say it. No, I didn't care because I know, because I'm bringing it up because I want you to make sure that you let the audio listeners know that you've actually been with me. And you're like, damn.
He got a few holes. He got a few holes.
Maybe damn near 50 and still like pulls them. That's why I would.
If you get 4 new numbers on Saturday.
What is this, the wood, homie? What is this, the wood?
I'm going to take 4 shots on Patreon.
You should take it anyway.
Well, I'm working on my health, man. My blood pressure, I'm getting it better right now, which is great. It's amazing seeing my numbers go down. I've been changing my diet at home. I've been staying away from like fried food. I've been baking chicken, baking salmon, eating a lot of veggies, a lot of
salmon.
Fruits.
You don't pronounce the L.
You know, I've been doing my avocado toast on wheat bread.
You don't pronounce the L in salmon.
It's been really cool, man. I've been eating my.
It's not salmon. It's not salmon.
My almonds. I've been eating my hummus, and I've been seeing my pressure go down. I made a non-negotiable with myself that I'm going to be active every day. It doesn't mean I'm gonna bust my ass and do nothing crazy, but I'm at bare minimum. I'm gonna go walk outside for an hour. So I'm just doing little things, man. I'm losing weight. My face is looking better. I'm feeling better. Dick getting bigger. Like everything's just happening better right now. So I'm gonna continue that. Even on Saturday, I might eat some bacon wrapped jalapeno poppers because I do want to try those out. But other than that, I'm gonna get a salad. I'm gonna drink some water all Saturday.
That's gay. Nobody wants to watch you drink water on a live show on this real show. Like
I don't need to be lit to be myself. See, you need liquor to be JB.
I'm not drinking right now. About to. But I'm opposite of you. I'm actually dying. My shit is fucked. Horrible stomach situation. I don't know what I have. I gotta go get a fucking tube stuck down my throat. So I don't know what I have. But I'm gonna keep doing me. What?
This motherfucker said I'm dying.
I mean, I don't know.
Nah, I know we laughing, but you like go get checked, please. Seriously. No, for real. You are at that age.
I told you,
like,
you're not gonna hear maybe I had cancer. No, it's just I'm dead.
Bro, if you just show up and you just die, I'll be pissed.
How am I gonna show up and die?
I'm just saying, like, knock on wood, like, fucking next Tuesday you just die. I'm like, what the fuck? Like I'm gonna be mad at you because you didn't put the work in and take the responsible steps to go get it checked and get it figured out and get it solved. What the fuck? See, it's that weird shit. Take it off the screen. I don't like that. It's a dude, bro. Take it off the screen.
That ain't a dude.
Yes, it is. It's the dude. Look at the name. I don't like that. I don't do all that.
No, it's a girl. Jesse's a girl's name, homie.
No, it's a dude name. You kissing this girl. I don't play around with that shit.
If it's a dude, I'm gonna take your bids. Don't bring her.
Don't do that weird shit.
Anyway,
Joe Cord, are you flying out, Joe, on Saturday? Appreciate y'all, man. It's been a hell of a show, man. We're gonna be back tomorrow, man, for Hump Day. Again, Saturday. If you here in LA, pull up, man. You ain't gotta be. If you can't be here the whole time, it's cool. We're gonna be here from 12 to like 5. Pre-game show, halftime show, post-game show, and just come have a good time, man. Show love, show respect. But like I said, it's been a hell of a show, man. Today, man. Steve Kim stayed on for a long time. Agent McCarron stayed on, man. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to my coach. Shout out to Carly Ursay. For holding it down for the Colts and keeping Shane Steichen and all them. I want to shout out my mama, man, for always supporting me and just, watching the show and doing everything she's supposed to do. Shout out to all the brothers, in the show, in the chat for always holding it down, man, showing love since the beginning. Shout out to my real fans in the show as well, man. It's been a long journey, but you guys have continued to just grow. And even though we don't always agree, you guys show real love to me. See you guys in public. Appreciate that. I want to shout out Mike Bundy again for always just funding me, my lifestyle, helping me pay for my bills, which is appreciated. Shout out to Rio, man. He's a real one, man. Thomas Bradley, man. He's a real one. Roberto, little big man. And, of course, my brother, F, man. Shout out to F.A. Scott in Montport, man. One of the best, not one of the best coach in Michigan. Turnover programs, coaching football, coaching basketball as well. My guy does it all, man. That's my brother, man. F.A., shout out to you. Shout out to Toyo. Shout out to any weather, man. I'm gonna meet you on Saturday, man. Make sure you're there on time.
We're meeting after. Motherfucker, still on the show?
Huh?
I'm in a meeting. I thought the show was over.
Oh, my fault. I ain't no show was over. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all. We can see you tomorrow, man. We out. Peace.